I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. To where we belong, and we're trying to go somewhere new. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. And I know I'm only getting higher, till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher, till it feels like I can walk through fire.
Ah! Okay, yeah.
Trying to step back and see the view from above. 'Cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gotta move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves.
Hello guys and welcome to the Equinox week 6 of play. We are coming back from a break week and boy do we have a match for you. IGNI sitting at 9-1 against Aquamarine Gaming, also sitting at 9-1. It is a top of the table clash, and joining me for this one will be the lovely Devixel, who is also streaming the game for us and being a huge help for us today. Devixel, how are you doing?
I am great. We couldn't find casters as necessary, so I am stepping in. I will try my best. I can't promise anything amazing, but yeah, I will try.
Don't sell yourself short, my friend. It's going to be a great match to cast, and I'm sure you're going to love it too. It's such a huge matchup, though. Top of the table, we're looking at IGNI versus Aquamarine Gaming. Aquamarine Gaming on a 4-week win streak right now. They're 8-0 in those last 4 weeks. They've been doing really well for themselves. And the big highlight player for me has been Noah in the bot lane. He has been insanely, his play, absolutely mad. He can pick Vayne, he can pick Kai'Sa, he can pick pretty much any bot laner, put him on it, and they'll carry the game for you. It's insane. But then, you look on the other side of the thing, IGNI and Suikeijere. Suikeijere is another amazing player, and once again, he can go on a lot of picks and just take another team to town. So, for me, the story of this matchup, can Sui get enough pressure around the map before Noah goes online and starts really just smashing these fights?
Yeah, I agree. I honestly think the drafting can be a really important part of this match because it's really all focused around that bot lane. If they can make Noah just feel uncomfortable and target him down on the bans as well, and maybe take some of his picks, maybe they can focus him out and just make him unviable. I feel like that's going to be Igni's plan.
The problem is, it's kind of hard to do that with the way that AMG set up their bot lane. They play it so that Noah always has that time to scale. James is usually playing something like Lissandra, who can roam very easily and get a good TP play off. So if you botch one little play bot, it could suddenly snowball, and Noah's sitting on like 2 or 3 kills. So the way they kind of play around bot is incredibly good by AMG, and it kind of makes it incredibly hard for IGNI to target the area. What I'd actually like to see IGNI do is target other areas of the map. We know that Suikeijere is an incredibly strong jungler at both ganking and invading. I want to see him bend down Piney's Pineapple and really just run into his jungle, take everything that he can, start getting ganks on the top of the mid lane, get his other side of the map priority, and essentially kind of let AMG try and cushion up the bot lane, but try and snowball someone like Cream Soda in this top side.
Yeah, I feel like Jack obviously, well, Cream Soda even, sorry, is a person who can individually carry a game, as well as Suikeijere. They have obviously two very standout players. Maybe they could just obviously do the opposite of not going anywhere near the bot lane, and just, while Noah's scaling, just get the insane lead from top lane and just try and end it up through the top side as fast as possible.
Yeah, I think that would be a very good strategy for them, going towards that top side and really try to target there. It depends what you want to do though, because like we said, there's various ways for IGNI to approach the draft. Will AMG stick to their style? They might have tried something new. We might be seeing someone like Packer or James on a carry, you know? It depends on what these guys have really brought out. This is a very, very big matchup, so I'm sure they'll be putting out all the stops.
And there's the Twitch ban. I'm expecting 3 marksman's bans straight up from IGNI.
Yeah, you can't really argue with that. I mean, AMG and Noah, like, Noah's just so good that I feel like you need to target him. I'd like to see a Vayne back. If you can finish that would be very... Yeah, Rengar ban on Suikeijere. Now, this could end up being 3 ADC bans on the side of IGNI and 3 jungle bans on the side of AMG.
Yeah. No meta here.
Yeah. Would be fairly suiting actually to the teams, but we did see Zaraban. I think that's good because it kind of stops Noah just getting constantly shoved in. But like you said, yeah, 3 marksman bans on the side of IGNI, they're just gonna really hammer on AMG as you wait for a third ban coming out from them.
Question the Zyra ban.
I like it. I think they don't want Noah to just be stuck on the tower the whole game. They want to try and win that bot lane and make sure Noah gets himself a good lead and sets himself up well for the middle of the late game. If you pick something like a Zyra, you could just constantly shove in that lane, especially if it's paired with something else. But the Vladimir insta lock-in by IGNI, that's going to Exile, I imagine.
Yeah, I imagine that's going towards the mid lane. They did take Rengar Kai, sorry, from Suikide. So I wonder what jungle he's going to play. The
Lysandra from James, like I was talking about, he does like that pick a lot. The Vladimir is good. I quite like it into Lysandra because it means that Lysandra can't really make a play onto you. But the problem is with Vladimir, it's hard for him to get full priority in her lane, and so if Lysandra can get a really good shove in, she can just go and roam, and it's hard for Vladimir to hard punish that per se. And Sui Kajray going for the Graves, that's a very, very nice jungle of him. I like that pick. And Sivir coming around for him. Do you like how I was talking about? I think they're looking to just shove in that bot lane, and Sivir, an incredibly strong pushing champion.
Definitely the champion.
We'll have to wait though. I like the Zinzao too, from the sides of Pioneer South, because that's kind of...
There's a lot of early pressure.
Yeah, it's giving him that jungle priority that you kind of need against Sui, because otherwise he will just take control.
The Kai'Sa into the bot lane, hopefully. For Noah.
Yeah, I mean, Noah's Kai'Sa. I'm pretty sure I've seen him play it before, and I'm pretty sure it was an incredibly good game. And now it's just a case of, can they protect Noah enough to get him to that kind of mid-late game point that Kai'Sa really loves against something like a Sivir that is gonna shove in left, right, and center. I do like the casting that ban though, because it's something like they will send a lot of priority towards the bot side, and if they do if we are expecting a Vladimir flex possibly, banning the caster means that they're not just going to get that free farm in the mid lane that casted and just kind of froths his mouth over.
Yeah, it does show that they're scared of the flex opportunity. Like maybe the Vladimir might be top lane, but I'm pretty sure it will be. Axel will be taking it, but they are showing that they're not quite sure.
Yeah. And the thing is, that's the good thing about the Vladimir is it is a flex, but obviously, Axel incredibly good. I like that pike too. All these kind of aggressive or like pushy in supports are being took away, like the Zyra, the pike, and it essentially means that Noah doesn't have to worry about those huge kind of annoying to lane against supports that a lot of ADs like to play against. And the Alistar being took away from Mittler is very nice. I'd actually like to see a Braum be took away. I think I'd quite like that. I guess Fresh works too.
And a Fresh, yep. They don't want anything engaging down there.
Yeah, and the good thing about Alistar and Refresh is they have the kind of dual engage and peel, and that's really good for AMG's bot lane, because not only can they protect Noah when he needs protecting because they're expecting him to be targeted, but they can also force engages. Another champion like that is Morgana. And now you're envisioning a Kai'Sa just using her ultimate, getting straight into a fight, and then have a black shield on her.
Black shields. Yep. Changes everything.
It's a bit of a grimace for me. That kind of combo is very disgusting. But we'll have to see if they can punish them in lane, because out of lane, that duo will take over the game. As we wait on the last two picks for the
Syndra
side of IGNI. I like the Syndra. It's actually a very good matchup into Lysandra. You wouldn't expect it with Lysandra's ultimate, but she can very easily outrange Lysandra.
Yeah.
So whenever Lysandra steps up to farm pre-6, she just gets Q'd and W'd and probably Q'd again because they're throwing auto in there. It's very hard for James to play out that matchup. However, like I said before, he's very experienced on Lysandra. He's played it countless times, and so I wouldn't put it past him to be able to survive this matchup pretty easily. And the Zillion.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be the last pick. I really like the Zillion pick, because you have the Sivir, you have the Zillion, and now we can zoom a Vladimir straight into the back line. Oh, it's going to be great.
The 2-life Vladimir. And all we have left is either the mid laner for James, or it could be the top laner.
I would imagine the top laner. I think you just pick something like this Wooding to just farm up. I don't think you have to worry about Vladimir.
Malphite.
Huh. That wasn't the champion I was expecting, but... Well, so it is a Vladimir top, and I think you can be very scared of that as a Malphite because of the AP damage. In fact, Vladimir doesn't have insane lane priority like I was talking about in the mid lane, So this kind of top lane matchup, you're very happy picking a Malphite into it. It's going to be able to scale it quite well. And what this is essentially saying, okay, Sivir, Graves, no, you can't do damage to me. It's not going to happen. And it's going to aid with this kind of all-in approach that you see from AMG. You imagine a Xin Zhao getting a nice flank off, Lissandra getting an ultimate, Malphite throwing the unstoppable force onto the backline, and then Kai'Sa ults in, and that kind of CC big wombo combo that they have is going to come to fruition in these fights.
Yeah.
And it means that IGNI needs to be very careful walking around these choke points, because that's going to go for AMG. Get these big skirmishes going off around the Dragon Pit, around these cramped spaces in the jungle, and use those 20-25 minute fights to really take hold of the game and get Noah to these big leads that we kind of expect for him.
So I feel the Malphite early is very abusable, because obviously he doesn't start off with such amazing stats.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna aim to try and take down top in the first early minutes. That was what I'd probably expect. The Kai'Sa is obviously just gonna try and scale with and then they have like you said, they have a really good engage overall with the Lissandra, the Malf. They can all just go in together, and there's not a whole lot that IGNI has frontline wise to be able to counter that. Like there's no real tank on the IGNI side to be able to stand in front of it all.
Yeah, but what I do like is the fact that whilst they don't have necessarily a hard tank, they have a lot of peel on their side. The Sever Ultimate, Zillion as a champion, Vladimir is able to just avoid any damage you give to him. Even the Sindri is very useful in those kind of fights. If they try and fight them in the choke point, where IGNI are actually prepared for it, that's where the problem's going to come in, because you can get double bomb Zillion, the Sindri, you can come out and stun a bunch of people. Sivir's Ricochet in a choke point can be absolutely disgusting with the amount of damage it can put down, and a Vladimir will just crush your team if you're too clumped. So what AMG need to do is pick their fights carefully, get good vision, and then be ready to punish people who go out of position, because whilst they do having the incredible ability to just force a fight wherever, because of the amount of engage they have, they need to be careful where they use it, because there are a lot of tools that can mean a botched engage goes incredibly badly for AMG.
Yeah, I feel like this is on Cream Soda to carry. His champion is able to do it really well. He has the team set up to do it, and he can pop off, and that's what I want to see coming out from IGNI. Suikide plays around that top side, not allowing the Xin Zhao to be able to get anything done, and just deny the early pressure.
I want to see what Graves though. Graves is has an incredibly quick clear, and that's going to be very scary because it means he can get on the map a little bit quicker. Admittedly, Graves ganks aren't the best, at least pre-6, so it's going to be hard for him to duel the Xin Zhao, but if he can clear his camps quick enough, he can get to those scuttle crabs before Xin Zhao, get those cleared, get a bit of river control, start to get some wards around there, and essentially make his lanes feel a little bit safer about that. But this is Suikage. I'm talking about it as if he's some sort of basic player who can take up the nameplates. But there's no doubt he's going to go for an invader of some sort. He's going to make some crazy aggressive play, and let's be honest, it's probably going to end up working out. And that's where my worry comes for AMG, is that can you hold off Suikage? Because sure, whilst you have a lot of good scaling parts of this team and a lot of good areas of snowball, Graves can get incredibly strong, incredibly fast if you just let him clear and he starts making these few aggressive plays and they work out. Suddenly his burst damage is insane. Come out with a Syndra, and any let's say a Kai'Sa does walk into the front line, well, you're gonna get bursted down and die instantly.
I also feel like it's the opposite as well. If they don't let him do anything, he's champion that can kind of scale, but honestly, in the late game, Graves isn't amazing if he isn't on par with the other players, because he doesn't do a whole lot of damage as a champion, unless I think he has to be fed to get kills really.
Yeah, like I said, it's about the burst. He doesn't have sustained damage, so I think if you can get, it's almost like an assassin in that kind of way. It's like a ranged assassin. You can either get fed and have the burst damage to delete people before they have tank stats, or past that, you don't get fed, you don't have the real resources to burst people down as fast as you usually would, and then they have tank stats like tabbies and stuff, and all these armor items that start coming out, and then it can kind of feel bad for Sui if he does end up falling into that time. But let's take the time to introduce our players very quickly. We have, for IGNI, Cream Soda in the top lane on Vladimir, Suikage on Graves in the jungle, Axel will be sporting the Syndra in the mid lane, Sivir will be Mig Refugee's pick in the bot lane, and following it up will be Sojin on the Zilean. Do you want to introduce the other team?
Yep, in the top we have Packer on the Malphite, we have Pinease Pineapple on the Zinzao, we have James on the Lysandra, we have Noah on the KDA Kaiser, and Fantasy LOL, well, Emittler even on the Morgana.
Yeah, and it's exciting to see these two teams kind of clash because I do feel like IGNI's comp is kind of disjointed in a lot of different areas. There are a few areas I'm like, oh, they can burst people down, areas that can scale. It's a very adaptable team, and it means that AMG don't really have like a specific point where like, okay, we're really scared if they hit like 2 items. Like, there isn't a specific point where this team hard spikes, but there are certain areas where pretty much one champion will be strong at a certain point in the game. Early game, you're looking at Syndra and Graves. Mid game, you're starting to transition into like Vladimir. And then a late game, Sivir is absolutely horrid to deal with. Whereas on the other side, it's a very mid-game oriented team from AMG. You know what their win condition is, engage on people, and do it well.
We're onto the Rift, players are loaded in, and we're in a pause.
Hell yeah, well, I have not loaded in, but thank God for the pause. My lead client, incredibly slow. Beautiful. So what matchup are you most excited to see and why?
I think it's definitely got to be for the top lane. I feel like Jack can easily just solo kill him. Well, Cream Soda, Bad Habits, can easily just solo kill him multiple times if he gets the early lead to. I don't know if yeah, the game is dying again. I feel like all the rest of the map's going to be extremely passive throughout the mid towards the bottom lane. There isn't a whole lot that's going to be going on unless the junglers can force that. As I said, Pinease has Hail of Blades, which is a very... But since it has been buffed not long ago, and it is really good for the early game junglers, so hopefully he can cause that pressure as well to get the lead.
Yeah, I agree fully. Still haven't loaded in. I tried to reload, but it might have to carry the first 2 minutes, but I have to admit that top lane matchup will be a very, very good one to watch. Mainly because also Packer's gone for the Arcane Comet.
Yeah, I'm going for a 5-man bot currently.
5-man bot?
The 5-man bot. Morgana's in the pit. I think they're going to try and catch someone off in this bush.
Oh, I'm zooming there.
Cute. Nothing happens.
Okay, yeah. Missed minding. Okay, I'm back. I'm here. I'm alive. AMG trying to punish me for my terrible PC. Fortunately, they don't get anything out of it. But I like what they're going for there. They're trying to catch him out early. But right now, if you're AMG, I'd say Pinease Pineapple, as long as he has priority in the jungle, he should be very happy. The Scuttle Crabs are where I really want to look, because that's where you can kind of look to see where they want to pressure. If they go for a topside Scuttle, they're probably going to be pressuring around that side of the map for a while. Same with the bot side. And let's look at the first Dragons up. The first Dragon will be an Ocean Drake, so very good for the laning phase, but not very good past that. So I'm going to be looking at probably IGNI are going to be looking towards that Dragon a little bit more, just because giving someone like a Syndra and Cream Soda that extra little bit of healing on top of what they already have is going to be kind of disgusting to deal with. So you're looking for kind of bot priority to come out of IGNI at some point in this game very easily.
Yeah, there was a ward on Zinzao's red, so they do know he's signed there. They're able to track his position and where he's going. He's just going straight red to blue, just double buffs, maybe skull in between. Everything else just seems pretty passive. I think Graves is going for the full clear.
Yeah, like I said, his clear speed is actually pretty good, so he'll be tearing his way through that jungle. However, we also see Pinease Pineapple posturing around the bot side. He's looking to possibly get a gank off. He's kind of hovering around that bush. Will he go for one? It's looking like he will. Emmett going incredibly far in. Does get double bomb, but he's able to get out and... Oh my
Morgana!
Goodness.
Oh, she lives.
Sojin just got bursted down. That's a first blood already onto Noah.
The Morgana just walks up melee range. Just nothing they could do. They didn't flash. No summoner. Just dies.
I guess they thought Emittler was maybe disconnecting or just making a little bit of a wacky play. But they don't really take into account the fact that Pinease Pineapple wasn't around. I think they saw him clear the red buff and kind of thought, okay, he was on top side and maybe there was a bit of miscommunication going around there. and they don't expect the Zinjao coming down. As soon as he gets there, it's lights out. Sojin's gone, and that's big. That's Noah. We talk about how important that he gets this scaling matchup down, and he's already got himself first blood.
I did just realize we do have Kleptomancy as well on the Vladimir. So he's be trying to poke down this Malphite as much as possible. Steal him for all his gold. Since he is that melee tank.
But Piney's is actually setting up a little bit of a tent down here in the bot lane. He's ready. I don't think he backed actually. They're all going to sit in this bush. They're going to wait for IGNI to step up here. Maybe Refugee, maybe getting caught out here. Oh, here comes Piney's but goes for the engage.
Oh.
Looking for the knockup, but gets spell shielded. The binding
That is
now.
a flash. The
Oh,
flash
no,
forward!
flash in.
Oh!
Unfortunately, not able to get enough off of that engage though. Try as they might, that's a flash burn off Noah for a flash burn on Refugee. They don't get anything else, and now we see that Graves, he's completed his full clear actually. He's doing very, very well for himself now. Look at that CS lead, and he's also going to head into the enemy jungle now. He knows that Zinjau's in all this time bot lane, and he's going to get some farm for his reward.
Yeah, they are trying to show the threat, and they're forcing it in the bot lane. They are saying, yes, we're going to stay down here. You're not going to get any kills. We're going to be doing all the killing. And they got the summoners, and I'm pretty sure he'll be back down in the bot lane again soon for another gank.
Yeah, very, very likely. But we do see that
They're
Sui
counted.
maybe getting collapsed on here. James has spotted him out. He's going to trace check him. Sui's been spotted. He just realized he gets stunned up in the bush. Can he make his way out? He does have the flash. He uses it. And surprisingly enough, Pahir and Pioneers actually don't collapse together on that. They don't communicate that as well. So it means that Sui gets out alive. But he does have to burn his flash. And that's not going to be good considering he does like to play this early aggressive style. And not having a flash for the next 5 minutes is going to hurt him.
Yeah, he's really trying to punish the fact that he's thinking Pineys is playing around the bot side. So he's trying to do the opposite, I guess play around the top side, steal all his farm, and get himself another lead somewhere else. But it's just isn't happening right now. The gold lead is only very small for the moment.
It is very minute, but most of that goal lead, in fact, pretty much, yeah, over double it, is actually on Noah. He's sitting on a 600, I'd say 600, it's like a 500 gold lead in the bot lane now that Refugee's caught up a little bit on farm. But he's going to be very happy with that because he was able to back and get a straight BS sword at around 5 minutes. And he's going to be very happy with that purchase because Refugee did not have the money for that. He had to go and get a Berserker use, which means that now Noah does have that priority in the lane, having that extra bit of punch on his autos.
There's a lot of pings around the bot side. There do seem to be. Graves.
Yeah, but so much pressure around this bot side, it's insane. You've got junglers just hovering around this kind of area. We do see Pineys prepping for a counter gank if it is needed, but he might not go for it. Oh, he's going over actually. The fight is being triggered. James is on his way. Piney going straight onto Zillion. Sojin taking so much damage. The Ignite takes down a bit. They get the first kill of the flame. Refugee getting engaged upon now. He gets stunned up by James. Noah goes incredibly low, but he's surviving in the back line of this fight. Sui K-Dre goes down 2, and that is a free for nothing, I believe. Oh no. Is it? Yes.
Yep.
Wait, no, it's Zinjao. It's 3 for 1 for the side of AMG, and those bot lane plays are working out. 2-0-2 now, Noah. He is loving life.
They're just forcing it over and over. IGNI are attempting to respond every time, but they're just not getting the best of it. They play AMG are playing it towards perfection, and it's working for them.
Yeah, they're just constantly bot, and Sui tries to alleviate some pressure, but does get caught out whilst trying to do so, and hand him the cookie jar, he dies for it, and so does the rest of the bot lane. Great play by Piney, so just, you see him, the patient, hovering around, making sure that James is in the right position to roam down. As soon as I know that he's going to be there in time, he then pops the last cone. It's just great play by them, just being incredibly patient with that play.
And also, I feel like the top lane's the point of where now Malphite can easily just farm on his own single-handedly. I feel like there's not a whole lot they can force up there. Cream Soda only has like a 200-300 gold lead over him, so the 7 farm and the Kleptomancy.
Oh man, that Lissandra is so tanky, it's silly, man. Just sits there and takes a full rotation for Syndra, and it's like, yeah, I just don't take any damage, it's fine.
Malphite getting some hits off.
Yeah, he's giving a little bit of a bonk for Cream Soda, but he doesn't really do too much from that.
Heals
And also
back
those
up.
Qs, they do cost a lot of mana for Malphite near the game. Sui, he's actually spotted him out. He's
He has
going to
no
make a
mana.
play. But problem is he's under tower, and Pioneer's actually sat there ready to counter gank if the need be. He's always there. He's tracking Sui incredibly well. Every time Sui goes for a gank, Pioneer's Animal is like there, ready to respond if anything happens. It's mad. He's been doing very well.
We do spot him top side, so the bot is safe for now. They are going to try and get some vision throughout the bot side, get themselves prepared, because they know the next gank is coming.
So, so you're IGNI, right? Your bot lane getting a bit snowballed upon right now by Kai'Sa. Your priority lanes don't have as much priority as you were already expecting. What do you do in this situation? How do you really start to cultivate a bit of a lead for yourself?
I feel like you have to go somewhere else. Maybe even mid. Not even the bot lane. Maybe not be the answer. Maybe you have to try and go mid, push the wave as fast as possible. Try play somewhere else around the map. Try and get a pick. You don't have to stay in lane permanently. The mid lane is always availability. Syndra does have that CC. It could be a possibility. They will get Lissandra instead.
Yeah, the problem is it's Alessandra. And if there's one champion you don't really want to gank, I mean, there's Vladimir, and then there's also Lissandra. Like, if you try and make a play on her and you botch it up a little bit, she will ult herself, she'll sustain up, root you up, and then force your flash, you know? Like we saw there, great play by James Pioneers. Very quick pressure gank, making sure you get the flash of Axel. And no doubt Pioneers will probably end up returning to this lane at some point, knowing now that Axel doesn't have the priority that he really should have. But they are going to turn onto that Ocean Drake and get their first one of the game. Great ultimate by James to just get rid of all that unleashed power damage. And whilst he is taking a lot of damage from the Qs and the Ws, because of his ultimate, he's able to negate the ultimate damage, and he's very happy with that. He just gets spoiled out in the board backing though, so he might be punished for this.
Yeah. They did. The top. Cream Soda does have the teleport advantage now, as Malphite did use it to get back to lane, as Packer even. That could be a possibility. Maybe try and get a 5-man bot lane. Syndra roaming early.
It's a possibility, but then again, Syndra isn't exactly fast on the roam, and if Alessandra notices that Syndra's gone, she can very easily shove in the wave and then go down bot, and she'll probably be there at roughly the same time, give or take a few seconds, and that's kind of the issue right now that plagues side of IGNI. They keep wanting to make these plays bot and try and shut down Noah, because that's kind of the whole game plan. But the problem is that they can't just keep going bot, because they're going to get punished each time, because this Lissandra pick is way too mobile, and Pioneer's Pineapple's always tracking Sui. Like, look at this. He knows that Sui's going to come up top side. They're making a gank there. Just going to pop the blind on them. Packer taking a lot of damage on the backside of this fight. Tries to flash out. Pioneer's Pineapple, great ultimate to knock them away, but it's not going to be enough. He flashes out too. Cream Soda and Sui actually get caught out. James, great flash route, but Packer's still going
turning
down.
it around.
Cream Soda is so tanky, and James,
that
he's
is
into a fight that
huge.
he's not won.
That
That is incredible. And we were talking about this, moving on to the other side of the map, maybe trying to make a play around there. But they make a play top, and it works out. Pioneer's Pineapple, the first one to pull the trigger on that engage, and maybe that time he wasn't tracking very well. Sui actually was there after Pioneers, knew he'd be there, and now Sui 2-1-2 on the Graves. And this pick, which I was about to start questioning, is starting to work out.
That's it. Everything is in the card's turn. The gold lead goes into IGNI's favor. The top now has a lead. I was about to say maybe they don't win through fights. Maybe they just win through map pressure. They just give that 1-2-1. They just try not to go near the 5v5 fight at all through the game. But I guess if your Vladimir is completely fed with your Graves and you can one-shot, go for it.
Yeah, the only issue with putting your eggs into the Graves Vladimir basket is you're kind of leaving a lot of other priority targets like the Cinder and the Sivir. They might not get much attention in these team fights in terms of peeling, and that means that they could very easily be picked off by someone like Noah, James, Pioneers. There's a lot of pick opportunities from the side of AMG, and it's something you have to be wary of if you're going to end up being a more low priority member of your team.
Vladimir has got the Dark Seal, so he is just proving that he's trying to fill that carry role. You know, he wants as much AP as possible, so he's proving that he's going to get those kills in lane and get those stacks to carry throughout the game.
I think the Darkness is actually purchasing him on combination with the refillable potion because he knows that Malphite has gone for the Arcane Current, meaning that he wants to try and out damage the Cream Soda as a poke, and essentially the refillable adds the extra sustain alongside Vladimir's innate healing anyways, and makes it so that Cream Soda can't really suffer in its end phase. But I need Pineapple. There's a bit of a hesitate, but he's still sat in the bush, I believe. But Suike's rates also here to respond. Axel actually getting engaged on the Unstoppable Force. Goes onto Axel. He's going to take so much damage. And the shutdown. Shutdown with nothing on him other than good CS. Unfortunate, but he does get took down in the end.
Just gets locked up. He can't move, and that's it. Another kill over to Aquamarine Gaming. They are going to try and force an engage.
On the hunt.
The Graves is here.
Graves is here, knocking down a bunch of damage onto Noah, but the TP going through from James. Great play by him. Suike's took out, and now the TP uncancelable. He's going to get caught out here. Can Cream Soda make anything happen? He's taking so much damage in the back line of this fight. He is able to take out Piney's Fan, I believe. No, he can't.
He can't get the
and
kill.
Noah on the backside of this fight, he's outputting so much damage onto these other fight. Oh, the W gets a kill too. There was 3-0-4 on this Kaiser. He's playing incredibly well, and every time a play tries to be made bot side by AMG, they just get took down for it. Shojin nearly goes down too. No, Fashion doesn't get a kill, unfortunately, but the aggression coming out from the AMG bot lane is really helping them. The amount of map pressure that's been brought down from James of Piney's Pineapple just means that Noah's sitting on an incredibly huge lead of about 1.5k now. I know it's 2k, never mind. Oh, but he's going to get took down? Possibly? Yeah, there we go. Axel gets the kill for himself. Gets to shut down gold. Now he's actually has a gold lead on James, despite the fact that James is 2-1-4. But still, it's a 2k gold lead for Noah right now on this Kaiser. It's mad.
It was a 4-1 trade in the favor of AMG. The bounty does get shut down off the Kaiser, which was 650? Yeah, 650 bounty. I always feel like if Cream Soda could have literally just got his Q off while his full rage was up, he could have easily won that. It was Mia.
Yeah, I will say, whilst we were talking about that bot lane big fight happening, top lane tower did go down, but, oh, I was talking about top lane tower, and CK just gets took out by the Dragon Pit, and they're actually going to pick up an Infernal for themselves. AMG, they're loving life right now, and CK's he died 3 times, so that's the most on his team.
He's trying his hardest to make the force that he needs to, but he just can't get the lead.
Yeah, and we're starting to hit around the point where this AMG competition is going to be online. I was talking about them kind of mid-game 2-3 item spike. Well, Noah's got his IE and they're working towards the second item now. James got the Proto Belt. These first items have been built now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the laning phase end very soon, and for them to start really looking to get this kind of vision around the jungle as they're looking to kind of head in there now, at least get the Tribush vision, get a bit of that vision control around. And that's kind of the name of the game for the next 5 minutes, getting the vision. Because if Aquamarine Gaming do have the vision, it means they can make picks incredibly easily. If they don't have the vision, it means that going on these engages is going to be a lot harder for someone like Packer and James to do, because they don't know where the other players are. Good Fellowship by Refugee, by the way.
Small fight in the bot lane, just a few damage trades back and forth. Lissandra is walking down. I think they are going to look at the dive.
Yeah, they know they don't have any vision in this Tribush. They see the vision come out. James just going to force them away from the tower. AMG going to knock down the bot lane tower. Still not first tower though, which is unfortunate for them. They don't actually have a huge gold lead. It's still fairly even. It's only 500 in favor of AMG, but they certainly do have the tempo on the map right now. And that's a lot of what Matt's Piney's fan are looking to catch out Axel. He seems to be a little bit out of position here. Can he flash over? He does have it available, but the stun comes down, and Piney's Pineapple just gets deleted, but here comes James. Big engage, 3-man unstoppable force.
The Kaiser isn't here.
Holy moly, but the double stun onto Packer and James, but they are incredibly tanky themselves. And that looks like it's going to be the end of the engage, 1-4-1. Actually, doesn't even blend a flash and he goes down. In fact, Shojin may be getting caught out of position, but it could be James who is.
The bomb.
He's able to eat away though. Very, very low health on James. Holy moly. Bit of a rough skirmish there around the mid lane. But At the end of the day, I do feel like AMG are the ones to come out winners because they get a lot of priority now. They're able to push in the mid tower, and nothing else is really being done in response. Oh, but Noah! He just halts into the back of the fight with the killer instinct, and
Pure confidence.
Sojin's just gone. He's evaporated. He's eviscerated from existence, never to be seen again.
Suikide does have that Rift Herald.
Yeah, he does have a decent amount of time before he has to really spend it. He can go either bot, mid, or top. Top would be really good if they wanted to just hard push that lane. If they saw that maybe a player was being made bot, they could look and get, you know, a tier 2 turret, possibly an inhibitor turret, and maybe even an inhibitor if they're lucky. Or if there isn't a huge play made bot, they can look towards middle of the bot side and try and just knock down one of those key pivotal turrets to allow themselves to start investing more vision into the enemy jungle.
What I personally want to see is, obviously, most teams just like to skirmish it out, 5v5 fight. I want to see teams win by map pressure. Give them the 1-3-1. Obviously, you're not always going to be able to win fights. In times like this, where you've got Noah...
Oh, big play being made top. I'm going to have to cut you off. Cream Soda trying to defend his tower, but it's not going to happen. He does pull under. Very well played by him, but he does get locked up by the Frozen Tomb, and he's going to be a goner. They're going to look to get a little bit of damage in this turret, but they do notice that 3 other members of IGNI are around, so there's nothing much they can really do about that one. Meanwhile, on the bot side of the map, completely uncontested, is Packer on this Malphite, who is pushing his way down, and he's actually going to TP to the back of the fight. They've been caught out. Good route by the Sandra there. Nick gets himself a kill, but the Unstoppable Force catches free. Noah gets took down too. Noah with a great unleashed power when he turned up and gets the kill on Shojin, and now it also looks like Sui catch rate is not long for the world, but another kill goes over to Big Refugee. Like dumping in there now. Packer.
It's an ace.
That is an ace. And the TP comes through. They might just look towards the Baron. I'm not sure they can do it though. They don't have the highest of health bars, especially on someone like Big Refugee. They're just going to look to push out the top turret and then go down mid, get that turret broken themselves. They could have to get some vision on the Baron pit too, but my goodness, it was a messy fight, but it was an ace for the side of IGNI and showing that they're not just going to give up very easily. And this is how useless Syndra pick is. Plus, there is a black shield on Noah that can be put down. If Noah does go in a little bit too deep, instantly ult her, she's dead. And there's no need to worry about him for...
Yeah, that was something I was going to try and pick up on. That Syndra damage just straight up just ripped through the Kai'Sa. There's nothing to be able to stop that. She just died instantly. The server does now have a bounty as well.
Hey, 650 gold bounty actually on Axile. He's been farming up for Storm.
But there's almost
182 CS.
a 2k gold lead in the bot lane towards the Kai'Sa.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup. AMG, they're going to be able to get themselves a Mountain Drake. They get hit by a redemption, but I don't think they're too worried about that one. We do see also that IGNI were positioning for a response, but they just weren't quick enough on it. So now they're kind of spreading the pressure around the bot and the mid side. So they're very quick on the pushing. Actually, with Herald's import to bot side. So there's going to be a lot of people heading down to try and make sure it doesn't get the dash off, but it is going to very easily. Gets a little bit of damage on that bot lane turret, but not enough to take it down just yet. Maybe if you're getting a lot of poke, but it won't exactly be enough. It's looking like there's going to be a siege down the bot side. All 5 members of IGNI around. But look at the Kai'Sa.
She's
just pushing mid. She's very happy with this. Like, they might get mid tower, but they're losing a lot of priority on the other side of the map. And you notice AMG recognize the fact that there's so many people bot. Like, let's just go do something on the other side of the map. Why not? And now they lose Baron vision.
There is a ward. They do realize them at the Baron. They're all.
Oh, they started actually.
Yep.
Yeah, they started it. They're starting the Baron.
I'm pretty sure IGNI know this. They saw the wards.
They all go bot to get one bot lane tier 1, but they're not quick
Baron.
on the response. AMG just walk up and get the Baron.
Kai'Sa.
Yeah, that Kai'Sa 5, 2, and 6 already has 2 complete items: the IE and the Gunsu's Rage Blade, both completed for Noah. And he's going to be a huge threat in these fights. If Syndra can't get that unleashed power down, if they can't delete him fast enough, he will burst down any member in his way. We'll have to see how this game pans out, though. The Baron buff going to be huge for AMG, and from what it seems like, they are very good at playing these side lanes. They've got James in the top lane. They've got Packer just pushing out the bot lane right now. It's been very, very good.
It is going to go like... They are just farming, trying to push these waves out as fast as possible before AMG can group and push their lead.
Yeah. Let's see what they can do. We do see that Nintendo, we're going to get an uncontested top tier 1. And the pushes are starting to really come out for the team. There's actually no one really around from IGNI right now to contest the top lane push. But they are going to send about 3 members there, ready to make sure the tier 2 doesn't get grabbed. They are positioning 4 people also in the top side, so we could be looking at a big fight happening. James on the side lane, but does have the TP, so he can very easily get into these fights.
Lissandra is pushing 3 on the bot lane. Nobody can answer that. They don't have any teleports on the side of IGNI to be able to go over there, where Lissandra does have her teleport up. So she's able to push just for free.
We'll have to see how this one ends up, though. They could literally just force a dive, but that would be very, very risky against the likes of Cream Soda, who can just pull away. So they're not going to do that. They're just going to use their side lane pressure. No one has gone bottom to deal with James, and I imagine he has demolished on this Lissandra, so he's going to very easily get rid of that bot lane tier 2. And now they're starting to split up the members of IGNI. It's exactly what they want to do. And they've sent one of the big members to deal with Noah, Axel, over down to this bot side, and it means that Noah's now feeling very, very comfortable knowing that the Sinja is not around. A lot of damage comes on Sui, but he is going to survive. He's sat around half health. A lot of this poke coming out, but it's not going to do much. It's going to be slowly but surely whittling down this top lane turret.
The Syndra on the bot side, I think they are going to want to force fight as soon as possible. The Vladimir's TP is shortly up. He should be down there. They're just going to force the tower.
Oh, a binding land, so I don't think they're going to go too hard on him. The tower does go down for AMG. I'm surprised they didn't pull the trigger there, but they are just playing this safe macro style. I quite like it. And now they recognize, you know, we probably can't dive the base for that turret. Let's just head, get some vision in their jungle, and then head out and push mid. I think that's going to be their next objective. I see them pinging that mid-wave turret.
Yep, a second, I'm guessing it's an Infernal Dragon. Yep, the second Infernal Dragon does spawn in 40 seconds. And that's where the next fight will probably be happening.
The question is, can there really be a contestant with IGNI? I mean, I guess they're going to have to try. I don't know if Infernal is that pivotal of an objective to try and like win their game off of and force a big fight.
They're trying to
but
get
it might be
big.
their best option.
Looking for it.
Or the one comes out with great black shield. He does not get stunned up. Takes a bit of a poke on the side, but that's just going to be it for a Mittler. He's low, but he's still able to fire out this Morgana's 13. A Redemption going to help him with that. He's now starting on about 2/3 health. He's very happy now.
IGNI do not want to give this away.
The binding. It's now going to be a straight 5v5, looking like a front to back. The problem is,
Dragon
front
is
to back with
melting.
no tanks.
It's gone.
Oh, and James, great engage flash root lands onto 2. Sui, not long for the world, but he just survived for a little bit longer. The great revive comes onto him, and Vladimir gets
Vladimir's a double kill.
Fight. Cream Soda is absolutely wrecking everyone.
Triple.
That's a triple kill. Can he make it a penta?
Can
Come
he?
on, you know I want to see it. Cream Soda, so much damage coming onto Piney's.
Quadra kill!
Can he make it a penta? James, no matter.
Penta kill!
Cream Soda. Oh, he's very happy with that. 6, 2, and 3, 5 of those in that fight. Cream Soda, he is a god. Just deletes half the team on the backside of the fight. Didn't even see that happen, and then cleans up the rest of the fight. He just played incredibly well, and that's the power of Vladimir.
10 stacks now. He's on top of the world. All the gold he needs. Game's his. If he can.
Oh, man. And now they get that mid lane push. I believe they got themselves the mid tier 2. They did not get the inhibitor. They're going to back off now, just reset, cash in all that gold they just got. Problem is, didn't even secure the Infernal. Unfortunate. I mean, they win the fight and they get the Pentacle, which is very nice. But the actual thing they were fighting over, they don't even secure, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, the next dragon will be a mountain.
Yeah, they got the mountain, then the Elder Dragon, but another objective that's coming up very, very soon in 30 seconds is this Baron buff, and we see right now AMG already noticing that, getting their vision down and making it so that it's very, very hard for the side of IGNI to approach, and Well, they must be very happy after that fight. It's going to be very hard for them to force this one. The fact that they have absolutely no vision around here. Oh, and the Magi's has been bought by Cream Soda. That might be a little bit of cockiness. Axel caught out. The Unstoppable Force comes out. He's getting deleted. And there goes Axel. They're very happy with that. They might just turn on the Baron right now. I think they're
very Baron.
Axel steps a little bit too far out of the comfort zone. And actually, they're just going to engage on Suiketere. He's going to try and get out Sassy Camera. Here comes James eating into the fight. James, though, he gets completely chunked out.
Vladimir's here.
Oh, and here comes Cream Soda, that damage that we're expecting. Nico VG actually outputting a hell of a lot. Cream Soda goes down to... No, Cream Soda. That's Noah. But Cream Soda zooming down to a mid. They're just like... Oh, no.
He even went for the Magi's buy. He's feeling it.
That support up for breakfast and now 18 stacks on this Magi's. That is plus 90 extra ability power for Cream Soda. He's now sitting on, if I check their stats, he's on 534 AP. They're going to be very slow leading this Baron. I don't know. I mean, Cream Soda can very easily tempt this up. They have to worry about Pioneers though, because he could very easily get a smite still here. I mean, his smite isn't up actually, I say that. But they don't know that. And
Proto belt.
He's taking a lot of damage though. Stewie actually helps out the pit. TP coming down from James. He's going to look to try and get the steal off. Suiketere does not have the smite. Can James do it? No, he can't. The Baron goes down. And Cream Soda again in this fight. I mean, after a minute, shout out to Mig Refugee. He put out a lot of damage in that fight. But Cream Soda, he's just untouchable. How do you deal with this Vladimir? Tell me, please.
I don't think there's a whole lot to deal with. You just have to hopefully you get the bad pick. I mean, they got the first pick instantly onto the Syndra, taking out his main damage dealer, but still, Vladimir's able to just come in and just deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's played incredibly well so far. Shout outs to Cream Soda. The games are over though. They do have the Baron buff, and this time, now we can question where IGNI are going to go with it, because last time we saw AMG, they were very safe with the Baron buff. They got themselves good few turrets, but they never really pushed into the base. We'll see what IGNI are going to do with it though. Now, I have a feeling they might go a little bit more aggressive knowing them. As we see them posturing very much around this mid-bot side, with Cream Soda looking to get us to push. He does have the teleport up, so he's very happy to be on the side lane. Yeah, it's like 3 of them are going bot, and they're just going to push out mid. They then know that Lissandra's going to be there, free push bot, and hopefully they're going to balance out the waves so they crash at the same times onto these 3 kind of diagonal line of turrets you see with the top tier 2, the mid inhibitor, the bot tier 2. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to align it correctly right now, but they have took complete control of the bot side jungle when they're looking to pressure the turret.
Going for the
Here
bot
comes
side.
Packer though, he's blast planted over.
It's going to be the final fight.
Oh, the TP coming in from Cream Soda, maybe a little
The
bit.
stand up!
Oh, the double stun!
That's it!
Noah goes
Noah
down!
is dead!
James incredibly low on the back side of this fight. He is going to use the Frozen Tomb to survive a little bit longer, but it's not going to be enough. Sojin takes him down. And on the back side of the fight,
Cream Soda's in the backline, doing Vladimir things.
He's causing so many problems.
So much healing.
Gets deleted.
I think that's the game.
That very well might be it. Suiketere also takes out a Midler. That's very likely going to be it. They're shoving in the mini. Oh, flashed in by Cream Soda, going very, very aggressive. Brought about 10. That man is screaming confidence right now. 22 Magi stacks, 24 now. And that's going to be the end of the game. Well played by IGNI. It was looking a little bit bleak with Noah getting a lot of resources pumped into him. But he didn't realize that Cream Soda existed. And there was that one fight, he got a pentacle, then all of a sudden he just took control of every fight from there on. And shout out to Sojin, that double stun was incredibly clean in that last fight.
Yep, just picked off Noah, couldn't move. The Morgana binding isn't there to deny out the CC, and he dies, and that's game.
Yeah, it was just great play by IGNI, especially in those mid-to-late game fights. They know exactly where to force the fights, and they do it well. 31-minute game. Now I'm going to ask you as the caster here, Devixel, who is your player of the game?
I am going to be a bit biased, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to give it to Cream Soda. Though obviously, I think Axel did do a lot towards the mid and the bit at the start of the game. He did cause a lot of pressure. He did take out Noah a few times, but the pentakill from Cream Soda, it just honestly just flipped the game on its head, and they just had up full charge from there.
Yeah, Cream Soda dealing 22.8k damage in that game. Incredibly well played by him. we'll be heading off now, but we'll be back in a mo, so don't go anywhere. We'll be watching SRG face off against each other. Kaylee versus Lyra, I believe.
Yep.
So we'll see you guys then.
Shadows
Hello, guys, and welcome back to Equinox. I lied to you. It was not the SLG team facing off with each other. It's actually IGNI coming off of that big win, going up against Abandoned, who have been doing pretty good. I believe that's 7-3 right now. So they've been doing pretty well for themselves. We'll be seeing how IGNI ride the kind of wave off of that first game. They're very happy with that. So yeah. Also now joining us will be Demo. Demo, how you doing?
Hello, yes, I'm good. I think it will be a very interesting game. They'll obviously be very, very happy with that win coming back. I really wonder how they're going to be playing. I don't know if any of the band team were watching that game. Maybe they might figure out the draft, know how to play around it, know how to win. So time will tell if they're going to have something planned.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they really choose to do, because IGNI right now looks like an incredibly solid roster. It's hard to really crack any point in them, because it feels like you try and plug one hole and then another place starts to carry. Like Suikage was kind of the story of the team for like a very long time, and now I've actually kind of seen him take a little bit of a step back. Like, sure, he's been kind of aggressive still, but it's been players like Cream Soda, Axar, Big Refugee actually starting to step up and really be these big carries.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, that game, we've seen him obviously pop up on the Vladimir before, maybe being on something like a Scion, or I'm trying to think what else he's played in weeks past. But the point being that, yeah, stepping up that game was obviously huge for them, giving them another like really 1v9 carry. Yosh able to farm up really. The amount of fights that we had Axel and the Syndra, like just put out that much damage that you think the fight's easily won for AMG, and then all of a sudden, you know, the Syndra WQ comes out and the fight's turned. Graves is living with slivers of HP, and yeah, they really managed to claw back into the game, get bot lane going. And yeah, you know, you said in the cast that Zillion stunning towards the end. You know, that's another big pick for them, and it might just shut down maybe what Abandon want to go for.
Yeah, and that's what AD kind of thrives, is kind of pick style, where they find people who are walking a little bit too far out of position and they instantly punish them. And it's kind of what I expected from the other composition with Lissandra and Malphite. That's the kind of big kind of pick 3v3 kind of engage you'd expect, but it was actually IGNI who came out on top in that kind of pick game. On the other side, though, we can't discount Abandoned. They have been playing pretty well for themselves too. Who is the big player for you on Abandoned? Who are you really looking towards?
Honestly, I think Rude will be a big point for them. I feel like with Aiden generally being able to hold his own most lanes this split so far, I feel if he can possibly maybe even get on something that can roam to help the bot lane. I know top will. I'm not too sure if it'll be like carry versus carry. That way maybe it will change. But yeah, I'm looking at the bot lane. I think they can really get bot going. Maybe, you know, they've seen them on the Silver Zillion. They know that they might be looking for a passive lane, and that could be where they're going to put their focus.
Yeah, it could be very possible. The problem is, like I said, it's hard to really find an area to just target.
Yeah.
It's not like AMG where you're like, okay, Noah's the carry. And it used to be, okay, let's target the jungle and make sure Sui can't carry. And that would be an applicable strategy for us, I'd say. To try and just shut out Sui, make sure he can't have those typical carry performances. But now that they've kind of changed their style and they've shown a little bit of flexibility, it really scares me, because I don't really know how to find a slot to really get out of this team. It's going to be hard.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of drafting wise right now. And when you've got things like Ezreal's solution still very, very prominent, but also, the Sivers refugee is more than happy to take that passive lane. So it'll really be on if Abandoned will allow the slow laning phase with Yosh is more the counter gank looking for the mistake type jungler rather than like the proactive going to try and force something, maybe look for something out of nothing. Very much I feel like he plays at the percentage of what he wants to go for, and I think that could be the difference as well. Because obviously we seen him on the Karthus last week. That didn't really work out. That passive style, the lanes fell behind, they fell behind, and even in that game again, they were struggling in the early game. So there could be definitely enough to exploit them, and if there is a big enough lead there, they may be able to close out.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I assume we'll be entering Champ Select at some point soon.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
We are still waiting. One matchup I do want to hold in on is Yukali versus Exile. They've both been very serviceable players for their team, but will one of them really stand out this game? Do you see one of them really getting the edge in the matchup?
It really depends because Axel's been the past few weeks. I know when we played them, when he was on Lissandra, had the MVP week on mid, he was really, really strong. And ever since he's looked really, really good, really, really solid. Same with Aiden. Aiden Kalu has stepped up, but will it be a case of maybe Lissandra versus Urgot? Will it be Cinder versus LeBlanc? It depends on what style composition they want to go for. So it could be two passive lanes, it could be two explosive lanes. We'll have to look out for that. But yeah, on the other hand, it could be the same for top and bot as well. Maybe want to try something aggressive. So I'm hoping it will be the case of it's many carries, very few tanks, and then could have an explosive game on our hands.
Yeah, we very much could. And with Igni, you're expecting explosions. The question is, where are those explosions going to land? And that could become very clear to us come the end of Champ Select as we now enter the big three. What bands are we expecting? I mean, I'm expecting Sui to get a few bands.
I think I was about to say that, yeah, definitely the Vlad's going to come through. I don't think they're going to be too bothered about the Graves. I think maybe the Rengar might be a possibility. They might just think, nah, we're not going to ban Rengar, we're not going to touch it. But it could be maybe the Lissandra, it could be the Zillion, the Sivir, it could be Ezreal. So there's Lissandra. I think for IGNI banning away Abandoned, maybe they've already got rid of the Lucian. Maybe they might be thinking the Urgot. They might be thinking something like a Kennen, Sejuani maybe. I'm not too sure. Depends on where they want to put their focus in the early picks.
For the looks of things, I think they're trying to get rid of a little bit of priority in the bot side, but Kennen also going to be took away from oldest Pachuchu. Oh, what
3 for 3. 3 for 3 so far. Yeah, I think. Well, okay, yep, there we go. So yeah, nothing I didn't expect. So we're going to be banned away, taking away that team fight power, especially the shoving lane, get the lane priority. I'm not really too sure what they're going to be banning here. They aren't first picks, so they may be thinking maybe we're going to be getting rid of something like the Urgot, maybe the Ezreal. Doubt it.
I was quite like the Urgot, to be fair. It's very dominant in the current meta. We actually saw it fall through, I believe, last time.
The Thresh, okay, so going to take away the pick potential, even though Morgana and things like that is going to be up. Flash Ghost, maybe the Darius. Don't know, that could be spicy. Don't really think you want to first pick that, to be honest, but yeah. Yeah, with things like Yasuo, Cassiopeia, the Urgot, Ezreal, Braum, there's a lot of things open. Just depends where they want to put their priority, really.
Yeah, you'd like to see something like a flex pick at least, like not just locking money positions, but
there we go.
Urgot coming out, like you said, incredibly strong pick. I mean, right now it looks like the most dominant top laner, I'd say. But he can also go mid if needs be, if a counter matchup does come out in the top lane. But the problem is, not many counter matchups to Urgot right now.
Yeah, well, there have been talks of the Silas, the Yorick, things like that to counter it so far. Apart from that, yeah, you're right, there isn't much. But that could be looking for focus. So they're just going to go for the tank lane. But the Urgot can still be flexed. I mean, you're probably at this point just going to send it top. There's no reason to flex this Urgot mid. Most likely going to be the Graves. Comfort been playing in the last few games. I presume he's just going to go for the Graves. Maybe Just having a little bit of fool around. You'd like to see something spicy like a Jinx, you know? Could be the Ezreal too.
Yeah, give some Morgana jungle. Yeah, one of them bad
Oh
boys.
god. So it's going to be the Ezreal. Okay, so they're going to go for the poke. It's a pretty strong return.
And it plays into what you said. You were talking about the fact that McGruff usually wanted a bit of a passive lane bot, and
Yeah.
Rude Dude was really the player to watch for Abandoned. Well, picking Ezreal means that bot lane, you're essentially like, yeah, sure, you can try and do something, but I'm Ezreal. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. So they're going to go for the Vayne. Obviously, it's very good into Ezreal. Ezreal has no real way to get, onto the Vayne to lock her down per se. There's no there's no Varus ulti, there's no Draven early pressure, there's no Lucian. So it's quite a smart pick. We'll see what we're going to be pairing with. It could be something like the Braum. Maybe give the safety against the Ezreal, also good against the True Shot Barrage. Going to be the Elise.
Never
Oh
mind.
no, it is the Braum. Okay, so yeah, I was somewhat right. Yeah,
I like that.
I think they must be listening.
Vayne Brom's a great duo into Ezreal because not only is it hard for Ezreal to get onto them, the poke doesn't really land when Brom can poke up his shield like very often. So if you're trying to get those big bursts onto someone like Rude Dude on the Vayne, it's going to be hard to pull that one off. But the Zillion, I think Shoujin might be going for a little bit of a run back on this one.
It's going to be the Zillion again. Yeah, I mean, they did work double bomb. I mean, the Urgot ulti, going to get countered. It does mean that, our Abandon just going to have a free lane and allow this Vayne to scale. And obviously, we know what Vayne's going to do to Sion once she gets 2-3 items, gets the Blade, the Rage Blade, maybe the IE crit build. Where would they look to ban? Will they look to ban maybe something like Lee Sin, maybe the early game jungler to go on with it? I'm just spot on today, Byron.
You're on fire.
I'm just on point. I just know. We could see the Syndra ban come out. It's obviously a very big pick for Axel at the moment. It could be something like the Graves, maybe the Kazakhs. Something to really get Yosh ahead in this matchup. This is just what a dream day. I'm so glad I cast it. Is there anything you're looking for? Anything you're kind of thinking, I'd like to see this happen, I'd like to see this come out? Anything you kind of got your eye on?
Well, I mean, Sui, from what I remember, his Nidalee was very good.
Yeah.
Problem is that into the team competition of Abandoned, I wouldn't really favour Nidalee. I'd want something a little bit more kind of. Oh, they banned Nidalee themselves. Huh.
So you were right in one sense, just the wrong player. Yeah, I'm thinking this last ban will probably be targeted at either maybe something like a Zoe or it will just be a Kha'Zix. Oh, okay, so it's a Rengar. Yeah, so it's gonna be okay. So yeah, instantly take the Kha'Zix, get the early game jungle down. Can invade. Probably gonna go for pushing lane mid. We'll see. Maybe playing around top side on the Sion, but okay, could be the Jar, but that would be interesting.
So what do you blind pick mid here? Like,
blind pick mid.
You could pick maybe Orianna. Would be very nice actually with the Draven to get.
Orianna would be good. Might go for something more aggressive than Zoe. If he's feeling confident, maybe the Cassiopeia. You could even take the Syndra or the LeBlanc himself if he's feeling,
do you
aggressive.
want to blind pick those though? That's my worry. But oh my goodness, do you want to blind pick that?
It's gonna be the Rumble. No, okay, the Victor. Right, okay.
Oh, but they have Flex here. That's the smart thing they have. They can choose to take either Victor mid or Urgot mid.
Yeah.
And they're very happy, I think, taking Victor top.
The thing is, you get the big team fight, you get the Brommel, you get the Jarvan Cataclysm on top of that. I was gonna say Siphon Power. I can't remember
the Victor.
Chaos Storm. Chaos Storm. Pretty sure it's Chaos Storm.
Yeah, Chaos Storm.
Yeah, for the Victor ulti, it's gonna be, and then there's a Syndra coming through again. So similar picks to what they had last game. They have the passive AD carry. You have the aggressive jungler with the Syndra mid and the Zillion supporting.
The big difference is that top lane, instead of having that extra damage that Vladimir can bring, you've just got full tankiness, and that's going to help you in the 5-on-5, just Cream Soda tanking everything up, making sure this Vayne can't get access to the back line, and healing off people like the Jarvan like the Urgot. Problem is, that Vayne's a tank shredder, and Cream Soda does need to be a little bit careful, because the amount of damage the Vayne can do to a tank is huge when you think about
Yeah,
it.
they have to be very, very careful with this scaling. If Victor and Vayne can get, to these 3 item spikes, it's going to be very, very hard. Zillion's not going to be that relevant. The amount of damage that they're going to be putting out, saving one target, might not just be enough. But
Oh.
the adaptation, as you say, no Vlad, there is a Scion. Is that I feel like, whilst I was watching the stream last game.
It's a swapsy. There's been a swapsy.
Oh,
Victor's going top, Urgot's going mid.
okay. I mean, I don't really mind the Victor into the Syndra, to be honest. Like, there's a little bit of threat, but once you get your E, you can wave go very, very comfortably. Top lane, Scion, Kha'Zix, it's a bit more dangerous, but they clearly feel like this is going to be better for getting through the lane, and we'll see if it pays off. But yeah, as I was saying, with the Scion, the last game I was feeling like they were lacking that front line, even though the Vlad did get huge. So this game, they're like, okay, make sure we got a front line, we have someone to tank the damage while our carries are safe. And we'll see if that's a game changer throughout the early game.
Yeah, I do quite like the Urgot into Syndra though. You know that Syndra's going to be playing aggressive, and I think Urgot can kind of match that in a certain way. He's also incredibly tanky, so Syndra's had to really burst down someone. It's going to be hard to do that to, say, an Urgot compared to the Victor. And so I feel like what could happen is that it's a little bit too overeager, starts going to get on Lucalu, and then suddenly Trelexi kind of catches him a little bit out of position and gets a kill.
Yeah.
And the thing is now, where does Sui go? Because bot lane is going to be hard to engage upon with the Braum being there, and it's super hard to go onto them. Mid lane, you've got Urgot, who's incredibly tanky and hard to kill. So you'd ideally look top lane, but Victor's very good at just poking out and playing this kind of safe style in the top lane, but it's annoying.
No, you're right, honestly. It's going to be very, very hard for him to find opportunities. I think, even if you do go top, you're not really going to get the Scion ahead. You're really just going to get maybe the Kha'Zix ahead, get him snowballing off the top lane, and maybe get the tower placed down, the early Rift Herald. Maybe you're looking at that as your angle around the 10-minute mark. But yeah, apart from that, it's going to be pretty difficult. The only advantage you do have is having the mixed damage from mid jungle. So getting the Urgot maybe early, catch him off at 6 when he's just kind of building Ruby Crystal, maybe Null Magic. That could be where you catch him off, put him behind in his build path. But time will tell what Sue Kadir's going to do, where he's going to put his focus in. Yeah, hopefully it should be a good game. Plenty of damage dealers across the board.
Yeah, it certainly is. As we count down the clock, let's introduce the players. So on Team Abandon's blue side, we have Oldus Pachuchu on the Victor in the top lane. We have Trelexi on Java in the jungle. Ukalu is on Urgot in the mid lane. Rude Dude has a Rude Vayne coming in. And an E-Virgin playing Braum. Arguably an E-Virgin champ, depending on who you really ask. On the other side, do you want to introduce Demo?
Yeah, so we have IGNI on the red side, rocking the demoted tank. Yeah, that's just for me. So we have Cream Soda on the Scion. We have Sui Kadir on the Kha'Zix. Axel 2 on the Syndra. Mig Refugee on the Ezreal, and Sojin on the Zillion for the second game today. I mean, where do you think the advantages lie? Do you think there's any clear-cut thinking free scaling for the Vayne, or you think Kha'Zix might get stuff done early? Like, any inclination you're thinking?
Oh, it's a tough one because you've got passive lane bot, where you really want to try and punish the Vayne scaling. You've got mid lane, which sure can be aggressive, but I don't know if you can really get on that Urgot that hard. I think you could look for it, but he can very easily outplay a gank, and if he gets someone low enough, gets the ultimate, and then just fears the other person, it can suddenly be a huge turn. I can just see the worst case scenario playing out in my head, and then the top lane could be something to look for. Victor, not the most mobile of champions, but still, like, you don't really get much from that, so it's hard. I mean, it depends on if Sui can make these ganks happen. If Trelexi or Sui can get these big ganks happening, can catch someone out of position, that's where the advantages are really going to lie. I don't think you're going to be seeing huge lane leads coming out from anyone particularly. I think it's going to be about where do the junglers pressure, and how do they get their lane as priority.
Yeah. The things I'm thinking about as well is that it's going to be hard for them to get onto this Ezreal. But then again, if the E is down, will Victor's damage just be able to one-shot? Will Jarvan be able to utilize that? And on the other side, you have the immobile Victor in the top lane. That could be, as I said before, that could be the big focus. They don't have a lot of mobility, unabandoned. So, being run down could be a risk. But yeah, they do have quite a beefy lineup. And yeah, it's definitely a case of just front to back team fighting. I feel for both, in different ways really. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Looking forward to it.
So, first thing to note, first dragon will be Ocean Drake. So, like I said last game, good for your laning, not really good for much else. I would like to see pressure coming down from the side of IGNI to try and get that dragon, just to make sure that players like Axel can get a little bit more pressure in the lane. He has to hit the Unite. He does want to win this lane, but we are staring down a beautiful pause.
Yes, nothing new really. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see. Gives us more time to break down the matchups, I guess. Nothing more we enjoy doing. Gonna leave the chat. Oh, very nice. That's.
I want people to know that the reason there is a pause is because, and I quote, Axel needs to scratch his ass. That is the reason for this pause.
Right.
My goodness.
Right.
Well, on that topic, I mean, this mid lane is going to be an ass matchup for Axel, or will he be able to make it happen? Because
I mean, hopefully it's going to be Yosh scratching his back and maybe giving him a bit of help, a bit of an early lead, rather than him having to scratch his own ass. But yeah, it's a very funny start, a very funny reason to put. What would you call it? A toilet issue, as they do in Korea. Oh, so he's back. Okay, so scratch must have worked well.
Yeah, that pick really leaves me scratching my head, I'll be honest. Hey. Okay,
well,
I'll stop now.
The other thing I was going to bring up was the fact that Syndra will actually be able to kill the Vayne for the majority of the game. If it's even, Syndra's hitting item spikes, Orb, Sorkshoes, hits the Luden's Death Cap, there are definitely points in the game where she can take advantage of it. So we'll see if they do play around that. And yeah, I guess Axel's backside is okay, so that's good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, and what's going to be important on the backside of these fights is Evergin on this Braum. I think a lot of this game is going to come down to how well he can block this damage coming out from players like Axel and Refugee. Whereas Axel, Syndra, her Q and W can't necessarily be blocked by the E that he has. If you can block an ultimate and a few of those bulls get blocked by a big shield, that's going to save someone's life. And if Rude Dude can avoid a little bit of that damage thanks to Evergin, it means that he can go in and get some big plays happening.
Ooh. Big lead on CS in the middle lane. The cheeky W start. But they're going to get the ward bot side, but yes. Yeah,
but what I like, Axel actually heads up against the ward anyways. So, whilst they think they deny them, they haven't actually, and they just get the ward there anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. I think that Abandon are definitely going to be up for it. I know this is Yukawa's last match until the middle of March, is what he's told me. So he'll be hoping for a good performance before he's departing for a month. And let's see if he can finish on a win.
Yeah, we're seeing a big push coming out from Axel right now. He wants to pressure out this Urgot, but he isn't getting an insane amount of damage onto him right now. Does put the corrupting bush in there. But we're seeing how these lanes start to pan out. I think Axel, thanks to him being a mage, he's going to have the extra pushing power. He's going to be able to keep Ricardo locked under his tower. But I don't know if he's going to necessarily have that big kill threat. So he might just be looking to get himself a little bit of CS lead.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just also thinking, how much will this bot lane be able to poke out the Vayne and not allow her to free farm? They do have good poke generally early on. And the spikes will come through, so we'll also have to keep a look at or look out for what build Meg Refugee will go for. If he's going to go the double tier, the Gunblade or the Triforce Blade of the Rune King.
But there was a gank coming in top lane, the flash comes out from Cream Soda, and the camera don't care. Jeremy doesn't care that it's flash been burnt, it's perfectly fine, but...
Yeah, he's been rambling on a bit bot lane, and Cream Soda's had to burn his flash. I mean, that's... yeah, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, getting trolled. But yeah, obviously nothing too exciting. Junglers, Yosh Quinn is topside, backing.
Is that a return gank, or is that just him doing a skill? I think it's a return gank. Top lane, Kumisora needs to watch himself. He does not have the flash. He's a little bit out of position. We're going to be seeing a play happen now. Oh, just misses the stun.
Oh.
The Flag Drag also misses 2 big abilities
Dead, though.
there. But will Kumisora go down? The red buff is ticking.
2 seconds.
Tralexi flashes into the tower and gets himself the first blood,
Nice.
and Flag and drags himself out there before the passive can really do much. Great first of Tralexi, and like I was talking about, these ganks incredibly pivotal, and now Tralexi got himself a kill.
Yeah. Well, Yosh didn't actually happen to, ward for him, or he warded himself when he was top side. He just recalled when bot side. Going to get the invade, but I don't think he's too bothered by that. He still has a CS lead by 1, has that first blood, and yeah, given the Victor and early start with the CS lead, they're going to be more than happy with that. Yeah,
but whilst the Victor has a very nice CS lead and the jungle is going very well for Tralexi right now, you're looking at the other side of the maps and you've got Axel with a very good 8 CS lead right now, and there's a 9 CS lead for Big Refugee on the Ezreal, so those sides of the map not going too hot, which means that the gold lead's still around even despite the first blood going over to the side of Team Abandoned. Lucario going incredibly low, gets stunned up, the Ignite comes down, so much damage, and he gets took down during the dash. Great play by Axel, gets himself a solo kill, and I was talking about the tankiness of Lucario, but it just isn't enough, and Axel gets the Ignite, gets the kill. Great play by him.
Yeah, that's the power of Syndra right now. She is very, very strong in this tournament. With all the different champions getting nerfed. I was going to say LeBlanc's W being the most sort of easiest one, but yeah, Akali gone. They're really kind of being pushed up to more top. She does have a bit more of a free laning phase, and yeah, just a very easy kill there.
Oh, Sui actually sitting in the bush. There we go, Rude Dude taking a lot of damage down, but oh no, Tralexi actually comes for a fantastic counter gank. Big Refugee is going to be took down, Rude Dude gets the kill. And Tralexi reads that play like a book. He's got the encyclopedia open here, turns to page S, and it's like, oh, that's Sui right there.
Yeah, I think it was the other way around. I think Yosh expected the Jarvan gank, but they just happened to make a meal of it. And yeah, that's the burn his flash to get away from the Kha'Zix damage, but yeah, good turnaround. They give it a Vayne a kill. You were just saying about that 9 CS lead, now negated. It's negated now, and could be something here though.
Oh, Rude Dude gets ignited, but none of the bombs actually cashed onto him, so it isn't going to be enough for Lucario. Going very low in the mid side, but never mind, here comes Tralexi, flag and drags, misses it again. But here comes the Uggo ultimate. Even censored. Oh my goodness, Axel's the Unleashed power and gets the kill before it gets dragged in. That was so close. I didn't even know that was an interaction.
Oh, just so greedy. I thought, Axel's needs to burn his flash, but holds his ultimate, uses it, and just gets Yukali down.
Oh, but Sui's been flag and dragged too. The ultimate comes out from Oldus, and Tralexi gets himself the 2nd kill for him of the game. He's been part of all the kills so far, and so many proactive plays being done by Abandon here. I really like what they're going for. But Axel in this mid lane has been taking control of this matchup, and my goodness.
I think Yosh DC'd at that point, actually. It says he DC'd, but yeah, Tralexi and Abandon aren't really going to be caring about that. They just want the W. They just want to take down IGNI, #1 team in the league, and really cement themselves up there as a contender as well. But yeah, we have seen slip ups from IGNI in both early games now, and it's might not be a worrying trend, but are they going to have enough to claw back if they continue to make the small mistakes?
See, once again, I'm sitting here, I'm watching Axel, he's low health, low mana, and it says you can't go for an all-in, but he isn't able to really do it because of the lead that Axel possesses. He's actually sitting on about 1k gold. He's going to quickly back cash in on. I assume that's going to be a blasting one coming out. Yeah, it is. Getting yourself refillable and a controllable too, and now you're looking at the item disparity of a Cull and a Ruby Crystal to a Lost Chapter blasting one refillable.
Yeah, it's pretty scary right now. I said that, the mistakes of the early game. Apart from mid, really. Still doing very, very well. Good W there, but yeah, we see the pressure from the bot lane. I'm glad they are pressuring as much as this they really need to, especially with the death. But I wonder if Yoshi's going to be a bit dissuaded. You know, he has died. He's had the counter gank a bit fumbled, and maybe he might not be feeling the most confident about another play.
He'll have to see what he can do. Otis taking a lot of damage, but they're both low mana, so I don't imagine a big all-in happening anytime soon. So that top lane being a little bit of a wet noodle fight, but Otis edging it in terms of the CS lead that he has right now.
Yeah, the death in the early game. Obviously paying for that, but this could be a kill. Oh, no, okay, he's not going to go for it. I thought he was going to maybe kill Ignite. Maybe that could have been enough.
Look at Jarvan, he's actually sitting around just out of vision here. Trying to force a play onto IGNI's bot lane, but unable to do so.
Yeah,
The Jarvan is incredibly pivotal for him to make these next happen now. He's 2-0-1, he's level 6, he's looking to just snowball the whole map now. The problem is that he needs to find a place to snowball.
Yeah, well, we'll see if the middle gank's going to happen. They know Syndra doesn't have flash. You do still have a lot of damage in the early game, Jarvan. Could be a dangerous... Okay, yeah, got flag and drag. Easily going to get out. No trouble there.
Yeah, we'll have to see where the pressure lies now. We do see Sui heading up to the top side, but surprise, surprise, you don't have a jungle. Hey! Trixie must have invaded there very nicely, or Sui just kind of rushing top side to try and get gang happen, but I don't see him really making an incredible amount happen. We are going to see if they can make gang happen. Oh, never mind. In the bot lane, a flash is forced out. Ukalu nearly goes down to the ignite. He's so low, but he just gets out, and here comes Sui into the top side. Otis realizes he's made a bit of a mistake, being pushed up. Sui going to get the kill. But never mind the bot lane, as this is happening. We do see Zidium reviving. Can he make it out? He gets stunned up. That's not going to be enough. Trelexi now 3-0-1 on the Jarvan now, and Ukaru being forced out of lane means that now Syndra getting a plating or two for herself. She's going to be very happy. And now that's a 20 CS lead in the mid lane. Axel is taking full control of this matchup, and now the bot lane turret's being knocked on the other side of the map for abandoned. Advances new areas. Oh, Refugee gets caught out. Great flag and drag. And a rude dude gets himself his second kill. 5 kills now onto the side of abandoned. They've been making plays left, right, and center. The problem is these CS leads, they haven't really been getting those big kind of leads in the farm. They've just been getting kill after kill.
Yeah, at least though for the the top side disparity, the generally just the solo lanes. At least that they do have this brain going now. 2-0-1, just ahead in farm. It's really just been allowed to get through this game, the early phases of this game, and yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Sui goes incredibly. Oh, if he took a few more autos, then he would have been done. So, but he's able to hop out. And the bot lane actually stayed. I'm surprised they did that. They take a lot of damage. Oh, Ukalu being stunned up.
This is a bit risky.
Oh, the double stun actually very good by Axel there. Could be the unleashed power come down. Ukalu is not gone. He is still alive. But never mind, Sui might want to say something about that one. Oh my god, he just threw out the ultimate straight at him.
Yeah, we've seen the edge. Ooh, just dodges the 2-shot barrage. We've seen the Ezreal just sneakily in the dragon pit as she's got to find someone having a lazy pathing, but not going to find anybody this time. But yeah, 200 gold, 12 minutes in. It's been a pretty proactive early game. A lot of things happening across the board. But to be fair, I mean, I know I got being slightly behind. It's not going to be too worrying. It's not as if it's the most essential damage dealer on the team.
See, the thing is, to me, my worry isn't the Ogre is behind this, the Syndra is ahead.
Yeah.
And it means that Axel's going to hit a point a lot earlier in the game where he starts to delete people like Rude Dude just out of these fights completely. And if he's able to play it well, he can get multiple men stunned, he can get a lot of damage out, and a good Syndra can just ruin a fight for anyone.
Yeah. And as you said, the first streak was that Ocean, finally taking 12 minutes into the game. Yeah, we just see this mid pressure just really coming ahead now.
Yeah, next dragon also an Ocean. It's going to be a bit of a wash. Hey. For this, but Creamstar actually staying on the tower for a little bit too long, gets stunned up. The Chaos Storm going to slowly tick down. He uses the ultimate and he narrowly escapes, and very low health. Trixie looking to make a gank happen mid, but it's not going to be the case. Shojin having to quickly zoom in himself out of there. He gets caught. But look at that tower plating going down. 3 platings down in the top lane, 4 platings down in the mid lane. Whilst IGNI don't have all the kills, they've been pushing in and getting this plating gold, making the gold incredibly even, despite the fact that a lot of these plays have been going over the way of Abandoned.
Yeah, true, very true. I was just having a look at the oh, okay, it's gonna. Oof, that's a lot of damage coming out.
Oh,
One hit
Rude
from
dude
dead.
taking a lot of Rude damage. He's forced to ult, but they're gonna go for an all-in. Make refugee. He's about to go down, but Zidane uses the revive very well. Shojin now looking to see if he can make anything happen onto E-Virgin. Only 1 bomb connects though, so they're just gonna let him be for now.
Yeah, take the 2v2. There was a very, very good poke coming out, and could be see a bit of danger in mid, but yeah, that's not really what you wanted there. You know, you had the lead really in the bot lane and jungle, and then that, you know, that lead is now a little bit nullified. But we do have the Rift Herald taken by Trolexi, so we'll see where he wants to put that priority. But I feel like Yukalu really needs help in this mid lane. It's just been complete domination from Axel so far on the Syndra, and I don't think it's going to get any better.
Yeah, and he still has all his summoners up now. He has the Ignite, has the Flash, has a Luden's Echo and Assault Boots to his name at 14 minutes, and that's on top of 600 gold that he's sitting on. Oh, let's take Trix. He tries to make it happen. He has been trying to help, but the problem is that Axel's always been aware of when he doesn't know where the jungler is around. He's just been in the right place at the right time constantly, and it's just great play by Axel.
Yeah, but at this point, you know, QW will kill the wave. It's not like he's having to stay there for, you know, 10 plus seconds. He's going to see 1 Q. That wave's gone. There is no real worry, but, you know, Creamsoda does have Flash, doesn't have ultimate though.
Oh, Creamsoda taking a lot of damage, forced the Flash. Ukalu takes an unleashed power to the face, but there's the tankiness of the Urgot. He's still on, like, near half health. He has the Merc Treads and the,
yeah, they just want him off the tower. They're going to get that down, but it does mean they're going to be a bit of topside pressure. I think that just goes down. I don't think even think they need to alt attack that actually. So it's going to be a trade. Yeah, so there we go. Topside pressure coming at 2. He doesn't have Flash.
The flag and drag goes onto Creamsoda. He takes a lot of damage. He's going incredibly low, but he is a Scion, so he has that extra bit of tankiness. Oh, the Flash gem by Otis gets the kill, but Sui's looking to make a play bot. The revive is gonna maybe land. Never mind. Rude Dude goes down. Good play from the side of, I believe it was IGNI. Yes, got a bit confused with some of the names there. They are going to be able to get a bot turret in response, but our top lane is pushing in pretty hard. Yeah, so they are going to lose 2 turrets off that.
Just the thing for me that Rude and Evergen didn't back off, even though they knew they were going to make the topside play. They knew that this could be the counter play. They knew Yosh had invaded, mid lane's missing, and they just stay in. It's a little bit lackluster. They could have got maybe given up a tower, not 2 deaths, and just it makes that play a little less valuable for Abandon. But you know, they are still going blow for blow. 300 gold is the difference. 12 kills in 16 minutes isn't bad for us or anyone watching. It's good value so far. I think if you're Abandoned, you're going to be happy though at this point. You haven't given too much early, even though you have a Vayne and a Victor that want to scale. So it's positive for Abandoned at the moment.
Yeah, we are hitting a very big spike though for Mig Refugee. He's got the Mana Munite and the Ice One Gauntlet. He's hit a 2-item power spike. Oh my goodness, Shojin just gets deleted. Never mind, he gets out on very. Oh, the
no, he
flash
doesn't.
Cataclysm.
Oh boy.
Make sure he doesn't get away.
Yeah.
The amount of damage that just came through Shojin there, he's like a paperweight.
Oh, E-Virgin caught out though.
Oh, he's taking a lot of damage. That's gonna be it. E-Virgin.
Flash. He has Flash.
Oh, Axel
There he
making
is.
big
Bye-bye.
plays there. Rude Dude ain't gonna survive for too long, and he's gonna be going down. That bot lane collectively died 5 times now. Oh, and Sui gonna look to try and get a pick on Trixie. I think it's gonna happen.
Oh, no, he's gonna go down as well now.
Oh, it looks like Ukalu is. Oh, is he gonna get a kill? No, he's not gonna be able to.
Oh boy.
Oh man, Sui was incredibly low. Can they still do this dragon?
I believe they can. You know,
Oh, yeah, it's
three
reaching.
Victor Red Rom, yeah, they're going to be able to get the double ocean, and it's going to be really, really good for the Syndra and the Ezreal. I mean, even the Zillion, to be honest. Yeah, and we just see the power of IGNI. You know, they don't have the most proactive comp. You look at the CC, and it's only really coming from the Scion. Double Bomb has to land, Sidra Sun has to land. There's no real easy ways for them to engage. You know, you've got Cataclysm, Braum.
The problem is that a lot of the ways that Abandon want to engage is also like not a thing because of the way that Axel is playing these fights. If Trixie wants to try and flag and drag towards someone, if Axel's clever enough, he can kind of use his E to knock them away from the flag and drag before he can make an engage happen.
Yeah, you can cancel it.
It's incredibly useful.
Just have a look at the gold difference between AD carries. You know, 1200 now for Meg Refugee, 2400 in the mid lane. Gold lead still for Trolexy, just 1300 in top and 400 towards Sojin on the Zillion. So it's gold lead's a little bit split top side in favour of a Bandit. Don't know if that's going to really be enough. I don't think they're going to be too bothered with that. Oh, what the hell was that? Did you see that?
Was what?
Oh, it was the spectator bug, I believe. Well, for me anyway. I seen.
Is it Sion jumping around during the queue?
Yes, yeah.
Hey, that's a classic. I kind of just zone them out now. They've been there for so long. It's just
I haven't seen that one before, but yeah, I think right now you need to be able to make sure that you have vision around this bar and you do not get picked off by, you know, just a quick Syndra Kha'Zix combo, with a double bomb. But could be Yukawa in trouble here.
Oh, here comes the ultimate from the Scion. Can they make much happen to Yukalu? 3v1, I don't think he's going to be able to do much. Has a bomb thrown on him too. He's not going to be long for the world. But the problem is, 3 members of IGNI are on the spot side of the map. What are they going to do in response on the top side?
Yeah, I mean, Baron is literally only just... Oh, this could be really dangerous.
Axel takes a lot of damage. Oh, but the Unleashed Power. Great Zonyas from Otis. Just making sure that Unleashed Power does not take any of his health bar down. Axel desperately trying to run away. Does he have the E ready? He does. Oh, and Sui now looking for a pick on Rude Dude. Rude Dude actually avoids all of the damage so far. And then Sui is starting to get chunked out by Rude Dude. A lot of damage down. But E-Version getting a lot of damage. It's 3v2. They don't want to be in this situation. Look at that flank though. Here comes Shredexy, but there's a TP going in. Might have been a bad decision. He tries to catch this in, but that's going to be it. He gets chunked down.
Can cancel that TP from Aiden.
Uh-oh, Ukazu, you may be gone. Never mind, he just walks out. Nope, he's fine with that. But
yeah, he does have the R. No, look at the snipe.
Oh, Sui! Look to make a pick, but it isn't going to happen. He's forced to flash.
Yeah,
bit greedy.
A little bit eager, but you know they're not punished for it. And yeah, it's just very, very tricky right now for a ban. The Urgot isn't really able to frontline or put out too much damage. We know how far he got put behind. And you know Vayne doesn't have the 2 items yet. It's not really coming together. Where we see 2.5, 2 items already on the 3 carries on the side of IGNI. So it's very risky for a band to take a fight, and I just feel like that they can force around this Baron if they feel like doing so. Oh.
Yeah, one thing that I want to look at though is Rude Dude in these fights. He needs to stay safe. A lot of the time, people are nearly getting on him, and it's getting a bit worrying for me. I do feel like Yukali just needs to go straight tank right now. I feel like you're 0-4-0. You haven't had the best matchup. So, oh, never mind. Ooh. Looks like a player's going to be forced once again. Rude Dude nearly caught out of position, but he is going to get out.
Yep. Red Bus gone. I mean, I say a little greedy to stay, but the Dragon's not for a minute. You don't need to be there right now. And it looks like nothing is going to happen with that. But yeah, that's dangerous. With face checking a comp like this with so much damage. Just gonna have a look, see how much. Okay, so he's not settled too much gold. Still not 2 items on this Vayne, and it's just it's a little bit worrying for me at the moment that the Vayne, after having such a good early game, getting early kills, has really been stopped and slowed down. Or slowed down, I should say.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here comes the train, true into the tower, but flashes out of Cataclysm. Oh my goodness, Trixie gets wiped off the map.
Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, good sir, and that could just be the call for the Baron. You've only really had to burn the Cinder ult for that Scion ult. It's not really the biggest cooldowns for you, especially with the amount of damage Cinder has. Will they look to pressure it, I wonder?
Yeah, one thing I don't like right now, you know, I've been talking about tackiness a lot. Eventually actually getting caught out here, I can't talk about builds, he gets eviscerated. But Trelexi hasn't built much tank stats whatsoever. He's got a Tabbies, and he's looking towards a Black Cleaver, and that's about it. You really want to see him building more tank things. I want to see a Gargoyles at least come out for him soon.
You have a Victor as well. Like you have, essentially, you do have 3 damage deals. I mean, I know the Ergot is behind, but ideally, getting that Black Cleaver and still does enough damage. It's a little weird to see him just going full AD. I mean, of course he had the lead, but yeah, just seeing there how quickly it was blown up. It's just like paper to Axel.
Yeah, I mean, the way that Axel's playing these fights, his ability is like a hot knife through butter, just slicing through anyone that goes anywhere near him.
Yeah, well, where's the magic resist? You know, you have Tread's adaptive health, doesn't really care about that at the moment. You have the locket coming through. That's no magic mantle. It's not really anything. And then you know you do itemize this MR, and then you've got a Kha'Zix and an Ezreal on top of you. So it's just very hard for Abandon right now to really itemize essentially to what they need to be able to win these fights.
Yeah, let's not abandon hope for this game though. They still are making decent picks, and Cream Soda might be being caught out as I say that. He is incredibly tanky though, that's the sound, but they do successfully bolt the ultimate, and here comes Rude Dude with the tank shred. They're gonna take him down. Rude Dude gets himself a kill, but the fight is still continuing. It's looking like IGNI want to force here. Yeah, of course the people have to Trojan nearly gets completely wiped out the fight, and now overstepped by Refugee Trellis. He gets the kill on Trojan.
Good fight for Abandon.
Yukali actually just dealing with Sui on the side lane, sure. He gets trimmed to half health, but Sui can't enter the fight whatsoever.
Oh.
That's to get run each other, but here comes Trelexi. They're looking to collapse on Sui, who's sitting here on the top side, but he is quite a mobile champion. The Adder's gonna secure some vision, but Axel very cheekily steals away the Scott Crab.
Let's have a lot of damage. I mean,
oh, the Unleash comes
up
to Otis. But Otis survives. Oh my goodness. What an extended fight, but in the end, I believe it's actually Abandoned who came out on top.
Well, yeah, any kills at this point, any little advantages they're going to get back. 300 gold, 600 gold. Trades 1 for 1. You know, they'll take that at this point. They need the Vayne to start scaling. Hitting these 3 items becomes really hard for Sion to be able to tank. She just shreds right through. Victor as well on the front line. It's really up to how Cream Soda really wants to use his engage. Obviously, caught out there, overextending. Vayne is going to start shredding him from this point onwards. And yeah, we see kind of how both teams want to play their compositions. One kind of blows you up in the flash of a button, and the other kind of wants to pick you off through the Jarvan ulti. And yeah, we'll see which comes out on who comes out on top in this Baron.
One thing that I don't like right now is it feels like Abandon aren't really fighting for their vision. Like
no.
When you set up this vision around the Baron, like they won the fight, they knew they had the numbers advantage, they walk in, get the vision, and then they just walk out, and IGNI are just free to get wards in there again. They need to stay around this Baron pit and kind of force IGNI to make an unconventional engage, and that's when you can really take him out, because the only person who can really make that engage is Cream Soda, and that was the person that you picked off. And so that's when you really want to make those kind of plays. Almost bait out the Baron buff if you can and try and force a wonky engage. That's when you're going to get that big fight that you kind of need, because you can't just turtle now. It's going to be hard to do that against IGNI because they will force on these objectives sooner or later.
Yeah, I mean your top laner is, you know, your top lane damage dealer is only 1,000 gold ahead at the moment. It's not a huge lead that you'd really want against this Sion, but you know, with the Victor scaling as well, his damage is always going to be really powerful. We've seen what he was able to do with Sojourn with just with an EQ. You can almost one-shot him at that point. And that's very scary. You know, does he have to use ult on himself at that point?
See, here we go. IGNI doing what I wanted to see out of Abandon. They're fighting for their vision. They're staying around. They're making sure that if they do go too far, sleeping out the wards, they're going to die for it. Here comes Shojin. He flashes in, gets the stun. Evershin goes down. Cream Soda's ulted into the fight. And Sui Kejri looking to see if he can make anything onto Rude Dude. He isn't able to do so. He gets to revive down onto Zillion though. And Axel's going to get himself another kill on Trelexi. Otis just got the crowd position right now. it's a 5-0, and the scary thing about this is, sure, Rudy was able to chunk down Cream Soda for a decent amount, but look at the regen, right? That's 3 Cloud Drakes that they have. 3 Cloud Drakes. They're gonna... You can just see the health bars like slowly going back up right now, and it means that trying to get a re-engage, you can't count on their health bars being low anymore, because the regen's gonna just balance out with the Baron buff. Oh man, those 3 Ocean Drakes coming in clutch.
Yeah, I was gonna say three Ocean Drakes, but yeah, no, you're right. The regen is coming through. The Sin, yeah, he's not really gonna be able to do anything. Yeah, and it's just a little bit too late. You know, they do have this Scion engage that can just force
Rude dude.
so much damage.
Where's he gone? Did he go? Like, Rude dude? Hello?
Flashed over the wall.
Oh, he did. I thought he just... Oh, is it a spectator? Because he disappeared. Threw me off completely. E-Virgin just gets hit down on the back end of that fight. Good flash by Rude dude. Confused me, so yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be very, very, very difficult. Oh, okay, what damage. It's going to be very difficult for them to come back at this point. You know, they're down 7,000 gold. Presumably it's only going to get worse. You know, you've got 3 oceans, tons of regen. They're going to be looking for another Drake. Back, spend their gold. I presume, yep, Axel's going to be able to get that death cap. Bane is not going to get survive that.
See, what I'm concerned with here is IGNI probably shouldn't take this Drake until about 30 seconds later, so they can guarantee a spawn for the Elder Dragon at about 35 minutes, fight over that and win the game. The problem that they've done is haven't done that, so they've now got to fight through another Cloud Drake spawning at 34 minutes, and then get rid of that, and then you're looking at like at least 39 minutes for an Elder Drake coming up now, which I'm not a fan of. You can get the Elder Drake up and fight for it.
I think at this point, I think they just want to end the game before that happens. I think they want to end the game inside the next 5 minutes. I mean, they are very, very strong. 3.5 items, 3 item carries. You know, your tank, 3 items.
That's a way to end the game in the next 5 minutes. Hit that 5-minute mark, go to Elder, get the vision control, force the fight, they blind, they lose, you win. GG. Yep. That is exactly what I'd like to see, but you know, they don't take note what the time is, unfortunately. So it isn't going to be what I wish the end would be. Then again, they have a Baron buff right now, so they might just be expecting, okay, we're probably going to end the game with this. Let's just get them out in Drake, make sure we can get the damage on these objectives. Because they're now looking to push through the top side, push through mid. Bot side's being left for dead, but I mean, who really cares about bot side at this point? They're just going to look to shrink down this turret. Cream Soda doesn't care at all about this tower damage. He's a Scion. It's now got the war mogs. It's just, it's disgusting.
Yeah, he's a big beefcake. He's a big boy. I presume on this push they will just be looking to dive. Honestly, they have so much damage.
Oh my god, Otis takes so much damage. Good use of the zonies, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Trell actually getting chunked out. He dies. E-Virgin's going to go down too. But keep your eyes on Rude Dude. He is the person to watch. If he dies, it's all over. Big Infantry going to try and get the kill. Otis survives though. Oh, the stun from Axel catches him out. It's now Rude Dude and Ukalu versus the world. Can they defend their base? I'm not sure they can. The Baron buff minions are knocking on the door of their base. Can they do anything here? It's looking unlikely. Rudu needs to make an incredible play happen. Ukali's hopping in now, but it's looking like he is gone. He uses the stopwatch, but I don't think that's going to be enough. So as you know, it's going to work out. But Rudu gets stuck down. That's going to be it.
Yeah, that's going to be it. 807 on the Syndra. Really, really good performance. Once again, could be. Not even going to get the last second kill. And yeah, just really solid play of IGNI. Back and forth early first, 12-15 minutes, and yeah, just took over the game, knew what they had to do, and they are victorious.
Yeah, man, that is an incredible game from IGNI once again. I mean, Axel. I mean, I would ask you for MVP, but I have a feeling it's just going to be Axel. He had a standout performance this game.
Yeah, if I'm going to pick an MVP, yeah, it would be Axel. Had a fantastic laning phase, definitely punished throughout the lane. Didn't even die. Did fantastic damage. And yeah, it's a very, I feel like it's a very easy choice.
Yeah, it is. Well, we will be heading off for now for our last match. I won't be Fat Raccoons, if there has been any quick swap season under my
Is it
nose.
actually?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be looking forward to that one.
Okay, all right. Well, this will be fun.
Yeah, guys around.
Yeah, pleasure as always.
Made a mistake last night. Maybe I can make it right. Sit down closer, baby. We can talk about it. No need to be mad. Hate to see you sad. Yes, I know I'm crazy, crazy about you, crazy about you. I know I'm a flirt sometimes. I know I get drunk some nights. I know I get way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. I know that it might be tense. I know when you've had enough. It's just how I show my love. Darling, can I live it up with you? I'm a flirt sometimes. I know I get drunk some nights. I know I get way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. Darling, can I live it up with you? Made a mistake last night. Maybe I can make it right. Sit down closer, baby. We can talk about it. Made a mistake last night. Maybe I can make it right. Sit down closer, baby. We can talk about it. No need to be mad. Hate to see you sad. Guess I know I'm crazy, crazy about you, crazy about your love. I know I'm a flirt sometimes. I know I get drunk some nights. I know I get way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. I know that it might be tense. I know when you've had enough. It's just how I show my love. Darling, can I live it up with you? I'm a flirt sometimes. I know I get drunk some nights. I know I get way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. Darling, can I live it up with you? And we're flying so close to where we belong. And we're trying to go somewhere new.
Hello, we are back with the final day of the game between Fat Raccoons and Aquamarine Gaming. I am joined by the top laner of the victorious IGNI, Cream Soda to Duocast. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
How was your games? So you won both of them. You got a
I just turned my brain off when we won apparently.
Vladimir pentakill.
They didn't focus me, I just pressed my buttons.
Press the buttons.
That wasn't impressive at all.
But you got the pentakill.
Yeah, I got the pentakill apparently.
So we have FR versus AMG.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Who,
Um
with Demo joining the
well
roster.
EMG pretty much just have 4 supports and an AD carry and they try and funnel Noah. Whereas Fat Raccoons actually have a mid lane and a jungler who move around the map. Well, I mean, AMG move around the map, they just move to bot lane. But they actually have a mid and jungle who can take over the game when they get ahead. So I think Fat Raccoons might actually win. Despite AMG being higher in standings.
So if Fat Raccoons the official Kingslayers, they take down who just every
No,
team.
they got lucky because they PayPal'd Yosh to run it down.
Oh yeah, Yosh who picked
He wins
Karthus
every
instead of
time.
Kha'Zix.
He's
Yeah.
never played a Karthus game since.
it's Diamond
Yeah.
1 now, is Wayne's smurfing.
He got lucky matchmaking, 100%.
Oh, lucky matchmaking, lucky
yeah,
EQ.
he's just been coin flipping. He'll be D4 next week.
He's a pretty lucky guy, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Match should be underway soon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening. We have Demo who's joined the roster now in place
Yeah,
of
Demo-
AD carry.
AD carry Demo.
Do you think he could step up to the plate to match Noah?
I honestly think they just have to pick 2 mages bot lane and wave clear.
Oh,
and then let...
the double
I think if
mage?
they pick 2 mages bot lane and wave clear and then let Wayne and the mid laner carry, they might have a chance. Like if they go something like Brandon Cassio bot lane and just those spells at the wave. I think that's all Demo should do, really.
Double mage. Do you have Yoichi's?
Apparently.
Yoichi's
I'm just turning
Akali.
my voice up.
I turned you up a little bit. Yoichi's Akali did get nerfed, so you can't 1v9 on that anymore. That Akali, that champion is in the ground.
I think it is still pickable if they last pick it.
But they are taking out Wayne and Kha'Zix instantly. They don't want to see that.
Yeah,
Especially you get some bad PTSD.
understandable. It's one of the only champs he's performed on so far.
And they're just going to repeat the exact same bans from IGNI.
Banning the bot lane. Bad 580 carries.
Bad 580 carries. I mean, they picked theirs before the 3rd ban rotation, so you got lucky. You only had to ban 3.
Yeah, ban clouds. Understandable. It's like the pike X
One
tax.
trick city.
It's the pike X tax. You either have a counter or you ban it.
He does have the Nox tag on. Just-
Yeah, that's a for fun normal gaming club, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like a group where they play normal games together or something like that.
Zoe. Taking away Yoichi.
Yeah, he's actually insane on Zoe. I've seen it a few times.
He is
just
insane.
1v9's the game on that champ.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's played it in EQ yet, but I've
But-
seen him in Scrim. He's
Yeah.
destroyed people.
Lissandra. That leaves, what's Kaiser again?
They might first pick Oriana because it's a safe blind pick and James plays it. Or they could pick Urgot first pick maybe as well.
The Kleptomancer Vladimir, I like that.
Clip of Vlad, yeah, against tanks.
Cassiopeia.
Cassio's not a good first pick actually.
That's a big flex, right? 'Cause that can go top mid and even AD carry, right?
Yeah, I don't think it can go top or AD carry on AMG though.
Oh.
I've seen Noah's played 2 games of it, but I'm not sure how good he is at it. And
He's just
Paco
a
can only
marksman.
play tanks. And I think Paco only plays tanks in Urgot, but
So that's probably went to the mid lane.
maybe he'll play it.
Demo with
Maybe
Lucian.
Yeah, Lucian Brom.
Are they gonna
It's like-
shut down Noah? Oh. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen a Silas today. Like, Silas is actually a really busted champion.
Yeah, South is disgusting actually.
Surprised no
His
one's...
trades in lane are disgusting. You can't out trade him with his WMX. But I don't think any EQ teams have really picked up Silas yet, from what I've seen.
He's really good to learn, I guess.
Yeah,
can-
Silas and Yorick top lane, the 2 kings.
Oh yeah,
of top.
Yorick as well. I'll be watching a lot of LCK.
I'm surprised no one's picked them today, really. Even us.
With
That's
these,
pretty
with the maiden changes and the monsters, like you're able to control them now, right? Like where they go
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Apparently,
it always follows you instead of just wankering it down the line.
yeah.
Morgana.
Morgana.
Yep. Interesting. They're just going to survive the Lucian Brom lane.
It's just gonna be a
Scale,
repeat from last game, I guess. Just
maybe a Morgana Caitlyn, Morgana Civ or something like that. something to survive the Lucian Brom lane. That's what I would expect. Oh, Jinx, actually. That's a hyper carry that's been creeping up actually quite a lot.
Yeah, it did get played
Jinx.
in the Lek
Like,
yesterday.
the like. Yeah, it's been coming up more and more with the crit changes as a hyper carry.
I guess this is.
But I can see it, and like if they don't get through laning phase, it's going to get
Yoichi
destroyed.
been watching IGNI's game, realizing
Oh,
Syndra's
trash.
not balanced.
Yeah, disgusting champion. If
When-
Axel can play it, then
You can't carry if you're dead.
Yeah. yeah, this is actually a really threatening early game from Fat Raccoons. They've got two really gankable lanes, and I'd expect them to pick something like Jarvan for Wayne, so he can abuse the really gankable lanes.
They did
with
ban the
Braum and
Yorick.
Syndra.
They are listening.
Yeah, 100%.
And they're
Tank.
banning out Paka. They're trying to open Pike Hex up.
I don't think those really champs you would need to ban. I think
So they have left the carries to last
Usable, but-
picks for both
Yeah.
teams, really. Well, mainly FR. Then is this going to be the
that's
Nasus?
interesting.
We did see his plays Nasus a few weeks back. He did do okay.
Yeah.
That was before they buffed him as well.
Yeah, that was before his buffs he was picking it, so... But I'm not sure if you would want to blind pick Nasus. I
Yeah.
feel like if they were picking Nasus, they would pick it last. I think it's a troll lover.
This Pike. Oh,
They pick
Sedge.
Sejuani.
Wayne going onto the Sedge.
I would have liked to see Jarvan, but...
Yeah, I want to see his Jarvan. I saw his match
Yeah, I
history and he's been spamming
that looks such
Jarvan.
nice. Yeah,
And
I
he's
think-
really good right now.
Apparently, Demo has been forcing him to learn Sejuani.
Ah, the Demo
Because, you know,
effect.
everywhere he goes turns green, so...
Yes, it's got the Demo effect.
Yeah.
So they have left the last pick for Pike. And they're going to take the Nasus themselves.
They actually stole his Nasus, interesting. That's...
And
Oh,
this-
and Piney's Zac, of course.
This is
Last
extremely green.
Last picking the Zac.
And then you have Pike full
The
roam.
Nasus, though, that...
Yeah, I feel like they can be
Really?
very easily countered if he knows how to.
Yeah, it could be very, very...
Aurelia is
exploited.
apparently really good right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
That's
There's
a
no
very-
way Pike picks yes, so that's true.
Pike doesn't play Yasuo.
If he locks that in, they lose, actually, against Nasus. You get withered, he has tabbies, you don't do anything the entire game. Aurelia is also
Okay.
a similar matchup. I don't... Unless Paka is, like, retarded, or Pike X has just became an Aurelia one-trick, then I don't think this is a good pick in Nasus. You have the early levels on Nasus, but literally every champion in the game does. And then after he gets tabbies and he W's you when you go in, you can't do anything because all of your damage is auto attack based after they shifted damage onto her passive.
So like James is
Overall,
going to be waiting for the cleanse.
overall AMG outscale, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They don't have a... Fat Raccoons don't have a jungler who can abuse Zac's early game, so Zac gets a really free matchup into Sejuani. I'm not sure myself about the Cassiopeia Syndra matchup. I think Syndra has a lot of kill pressure there, but Cassiopeia does seem to be taking cleanse. Cleanse the stun and ignite.
I feel like Fat Raccoons also have a very aggressive bot lane that can win.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Demo up to Noah?
Yeah, Demo's not an AD carry player, so it's
It's a big
interesting that
leap.
they would take yeah, I think
Really?
Lucian's the AD carry you take when you know you're the better AD carry and you want to win harder, it seems.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure if Demo is the better AD carry. Like, Noah's a lot better.
So they have only the singular teleports in the top lane. Cassiopeia did go for the cleanse, Syndra went for the ignite. You don't. It's not very often you see teams in these levels go for like a 1-3-1 comp. They always just expect.
Yeah, one feels a lot harder to execute. It's so
Yeah.
easy just to pick
They
a
always just
death ball comp.
yeah, just go for the big fight, bro.
Like AMG, that's like a death ball comp.
They always have some sort of shield for the support to take onto the Noah.
Yeah. I think if AMG play front to back late game, they just win instantly. With Cassiopeia Morgana peeling with Jinx.
Yeah, I feel like if I need to abuse their early damage
Yeah.
leads much
Yeah,
like
lightning phase.
insanely.
Need to close this out fast.
If they like just scale, I don't
only-
see them.
The only champion that really is considered a late game champion would be Irelia, I guess. But even Irelia, once you get late
Yeah.
game and they start peeling you off, then you just your usefulness just falls off drastically. One good thing is the Syndra pick into Zac is really good.
Yeah.
That can deny a lot of engages.
Really nice engage.
Which,
I was they picked the Morgana. I feel like the Brahms are usually a good pick into Syndra, but obviously they took the Braum this time.
yeah.
Like the
yeah.
game you played, I feel like they should have took Braum.
Maybe, yeah. That is really good into Syndra.
This Jack has disappeared of existence. We are 1 minute away. Champ select. And the Fat Raccoons, I don't know what the standings are. Obviously, AMG are second. Fat Raccoons, I'm pretty sure are fifth. But Fat Raccoons did take down IGNI last week, single-handedly. And chat says Sedge, Q, and Bramble can also cancel Zeki. I feel like that is their main source of engage, unless they play for a pick off the Morgana Q. I am going to find this quick. So VNS, well, Aquamarine Gaming at 9-2 currently, with Fat Raccoons at 6-5, almost going even within the leads. With Paco on Nasus, with Pineys on Zach, with James on the Cass, with Noah on the Jinx, with a Mittler on the Morgana, Pike Hex on the Irelia, with Wayne M on the Sedge, with Yoichi on the Syndra, Demo on the Lucian, and Olympia on the Braum. That doesn't seem to
I am back. I might be dropping in and out of this cast, but I'll be here.
Understandable.
Yeah, right, okay. What did you say while I was gone?
I was just going through the
Right.
people and who they are.
How do you expect the early levels to play out then?
I feel like Yoichi is a really, really good mid laner, and they can really abuse that. Cassiopeia doesn't have a large amount of mobility. They could really force some flashes around early, try and
sure.
abuse. Obviously, they have a much early stronger game, and they really need to abuse that.
Yeah, they really need to get their mid spot lane ahead. For sure. Need to get their strong solo lanes ahead. Solo lanes? I mean, mid bot lane. I'm not sure about the Irelia and Nasus matchup. Irelia can really snowball a game if it's a good Irelia player, but I just don't think it's a good matchup to pick Irelia this game. Especially if in team fights, if she's going forward with her ult straight towards the Cassio and she just gets the Miasma dropped onto her, Cassio ulted when she's trying to dive, she's just going to get peeled off so easily. And also she can't stun anyone with the Morgana Black Shields, can't stun any of the carries. I don't think that really is going to be very useful this game.
Very default runes being run by all the players.
Yeah, pretty much. Aerie Syndra, strong laning phase, a lot of harass. Other than that, everything's pretty standard, yeah. Lethal Tempo Jinx, so she doesn't actually have a Fleet Footer to survive the lane, but opting into a lot stronger late game team fighting. When she pops her passive and Lethal Tempo procs, then as long if she's untouched with her rockets, she'll just 1v5 the whole enemy team.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always as well the Syndra who just QEs, R's, and there's not a whole lot to stop those orbs from going straight into the Jinx's face.
Yep, pretty
as
much.
per seen by IGNI.
Or a Black Shields. It really depends on the Morgana Black Shields.
Yeah, almost into game. Very speedy client.
Yeah, tell me when you get in case it bugs.
Yeah, still loading. The Jinx Morgana, obviously, both people on Fat Raccoons bot lane aren't actually like based from the bot lane. They both come from the mid.
No.
They're both previous mid laners.
Well, yeah, DMO's a mid laner and Olympia is just a fill player, so I'm in there if you are as well.
Yeah, I mean.
Right, okay, cool.
So who do you think's gonna take the game overall?
I think if it goes late game, if it goes into 5v5 mindless team fighting, I think AMG just win. want to say Fat Raccoons because of their strong lanes. If they can really get an advantage, they can be really obnoxious with Lucian and Syndra getting a lead.
There are pings coming out from the AMG side.
I just don't trust the
lineup.
DMO bot lane.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think
I've never seen it ever.
If Morgana starts W and they push level 1, they can actually win the lane. And yeah, I think there's the better bot lane. So it's just a weird matchup to try and pick the snowball bot lane. I think they should have just picked something that can wave clear and survive. And they should have focused on Pykex and Yoichi to carry the game. But they do have some agency to carry this game because they have Irelia and they have Syndra.
Yeah, so there is a possibility, but you should just get into that possibility.
I can definitely see Yoichi taking over the game.
Oh yeah, he's a 1v9 player.
Yeah. So he's the best mid laner in the league.
He's the So they are going to be starting on the red side, both the red buffs, but both junglers. Normal pixel brush wards.
Yeah, I don't expect anything to happen between Zac and Sejuani.
Yeah, it'll just be farms.
Expect the first 5 minutes not to be very exciting, other than the solo lanes. Or not solo lanes, the lanes.
I don't expect kills at all throughout the
Yoichi
game, but
very
yeah,
aggressive already.
Yoichi just dominance.
Yep.
Q.
Landing harass constantly with air. And bot lane do get the wave pushed.
Yeah.
Hitting level 2 first.
Just a melee fest up top. Just trying to proc his grasp. Junglers. Just default. Sejuani.
Wave pushing into mid lane. If you can get hold of freeze here and get a gank from Sejuani, this can really start off the game for Syndra.
Yeah, it's like he's going for some vertical
Especially with
jungling.
the HP leads he already has.
He's going to try and take the blue by the looks of it.
Yep.
Zac is on his
Zac
way
in.
over.
Yep.
He doesn't have his smite. And
Oh wow,
yep.
he just leashes it for pennies. Interesting.
But
Yep, free leash.
Nasus almost dies. 1 HP. Gets away.
That's okay. Well, I guess I was wrong about the matchup.
I guess it's that early
Nice
conqueror.
early game. Yeah, early game. Irelia is going to win the trades, but as Nasus stacks up armor, it should be a lot easier.
Yeah, he uses his teleport to get back to lane
Damage.
instantly. But I guess Conqueror is pretty strong. I'm pretty sure Conqueror was supposed to get changed the next patch. They said they was doing something with it.
Yeah, they're making it weird. I don't know. Yeah, entire early game of Sejuani been wasted by leashing the blue buff for Zac.
Yeah.
Went down to grab a scuttle for himself. Missed stun by Syndra. That could have been really massive.
He still gets the
Yeah,
double
juice.
crab. Oh my. Flash ignite?
Yeah, if
Lag.
Well, if he actually landed anything there, he would have won the lane. But
Okay.
apparently he just missed everything.
Fat Raccoons do still get the double crab, even though with his somehow leash.
Yes. I mean, Zac doesn't really go for crabs too often.
Yeah, he takes too
He's
long
a
to
weak
clear, I
early
guess.
game jungler. He can't clear it quickly.
Yeah, it takes way too long to clear a crab as Zac.
Yeah,
Maybe Seth
very
should have
easy
leashed
for
him there
Sejuani.
instead. Sejuani did opt into the level 1 lens.
Level 1 lanes. Try and cheese.
Just trying to deny
I
his
should
much
have closed.
vision. It's like,
Yeah, it does seem like AMG bot lane is just surviving this lane.
I really
They're
still got
scaling.
Tiamat, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to freeze the lane and have kill pressure, you would want to just go straight for Trinity Force, but I'm guessing he just wants to push the Nasus in and roam. Which...
Yeah, I mean, he currently does have the TP advantage. As Nasus did use it to
It's
get
not going
back to the
to
lane.
matter. It's not going to
No,
matter too
exactly
much in
not.
the next 5 minutes.
Oh, they're going in. The cast
Yep.
doesn't have the
Nope,
flash,
and
and
there's
there's
a
a pause
pause.
right in the middle of the team fight. You
I'm
love it.
guessing Cassio was brain lagging and needed to pause halfway through dying.
Can we remake, please?
Yeah, it looks like surely she dies here. She has no flash, she has cleanse, but
I don't
Shouldn't
think.
live.
Yeah, there's no way. There's
Yeah, there's
Zach's
no-
down
she
to
should
his,
not live
his
here.
crabs. Top internet. Wait, that was an FR pause.
that's interesting. Yeah, at least. Well, I mean, you can see Aurelia standing back at the turret. I'm guessing he disconnected, but
Usually Wayne with the DCs.
see it. Zach is bot lane to help. Perhaps look for a gank in the next couple of minutes, clearing the Krugs.
There is
I
someone
think you could see him.
everywhere.
Yeah, I think you could see him helping bot lane out here because they are getting pushed in. And Zach can long range engage from Fog of War pretty easily.
Oh yeah, maxing his
Yeah,
E.
yeah. Fat Raccoons don't. It doesn't look like they have the Tribush worded, but I can't check because of the pause. So it should be pretty
Yeah.
easy for Zach to get in here and help.
Wayne checking the stream. Being a bad human. About as bad as his tanks.
Yeah, don't know how to cast. When is this game getting FF'd? Yeah. If it's a 15-minute pause, then it's an FF. So we sit here for 15 minutes, I guess.
10, I'm pretty sure it's actually.
Launch up some Apex Legends for a round.
Yeah, and I want a game real quick.
Yeah, I want to play this fucking shit game. Jack's casting, yeah. So I didn't say it'd be good, just no one else is here to cast. Haha, look at Wayne dissing Jack.
It's fine. He's the one on Fat Raccoons. 10 and 1.
Yeah. Silver players like this, you shouldn't talk in the chat. Talk in Valve's League, maybe.
Alright, the game is going to be resumed. Cassiopeia should die. I don't see any chance of him getting away unless Zack somehow maxes E to jump globally.
Yeah, there's surely, unless Fat Raccoons literally just stop hitting her, she dies.
Yeah. Wayne's about to DC. Okay, everyone's ready, but the game is still paused. Fun.
Nice. Well,
Alright.
unpause.
There we go.
Finally, fucking hell. Yep.
Oh, even
They're just beating her
even
down.
flash onto
She's
her.
just
And
leaving the class.
dead.
Yeah, that's
First
what she
blood
said.
onto Syndra. 2 stacks on the
Dark Seal as well. Wow.
Dark Seal, yeah.
Big snowball potential.
And Zack's on the way to the bot lane.
Yep.
There is no vision.
Yep. Trying to. Oh.
Poking the top lane, the camera's going everywhere.
Yep, he's not going to go through with the gank.
Conqueror damage.
He does have no jungle up, so I'm not sure what he's going to do next. I think he
Yeah.
should just reset.
I'm not sure I
He's going
didn't.
to take a stroll through the trees.
Just a jungler. This is your average solo queue jungler. He's on his way to his
Take a
grump.
nature walk. Have a look at the dirt. He's just searching for animals to kill right now. Nasus under tower where he wants to be, just wants to farm up.
Yep, plus
Get-
12.
Yeah. If Nasus gets to his mid game without being too far behind, he can have really big mid game power spike when he gets some armor and a sheen item. Around at 200-300 stacks if he gets there quick enough. That's where he wants to aim to be, so he can start beating down the Aurelia.
They are looking to all make their way up to the top.
Oh.
Pike does have his flash up.
He lands a stun,
Edge.
he flashes out. It's a clean escape.
Piney's walks over a pink ward. Doesn't clear it.
He wants to eat the fruit instead, have a munch, run to mid lane.
There's a
Nice
regression
chain.
in the mid. Yoichi is hit at level 6. He does have his E up. I'm pretty sure he can just push this sack away. Oh,
Oh, he.
must not have had it up.
Nope.
And he's
Didn't react
dead.
fast enough.
Yoichi even
Shoots
uses Ignite. Wait.
Yep, that is big actually.
Yep.
Getting the kill back onto Cassiopeia. Slowing down the Syndra snowball.
Yeah. He did go for a blasting wand instantly.
Yeah.
No.
Go for the higher damage.
Really wants
One
to
shot
use that.
confidence. And
The Sedge is
barely
here!
one shot.
Is she dead?
Oh, okay.
We're just recalling in the lane.
You just actually extended. Like, there's nothing to say about that.
Yeah, you just walk back a few
no
more
there's
bits.
no reason to recall there other than just walking literally half a second backwards and surviving.
He's just farming with his E.
Yep.
Because he doesn't want to get abused by this Conqueror.
Turns out, Pickaxe is using his Team Liquid money to PayPal the enemy team.
This is it, you can kill him right here.
Actually,
You have his ult?
shotting up top.
Yeah? Oh, the slow, the E slow from Nasus, the most obnoxious thing in the game.
Yeah. He is actually getting a massive CS lead by taking these all-ins.
They are looking for an engage on the bot lane, they are lining up, Zaki's on the wall, the camera's going towards the top side. They're engaging, the jump does come in, I'm pretty sure they're both just dead here.
Yep. That is massive.
But there's a trade in the top lane, but that is 2 kills. Over to the bot side of AMG.
I think the trade AMG take and getting their hyper carry Jinx ahead for abandoning the Nasus and leaving him to int is a lot bigger.
Yoichi, big trades on the mid. Doesn't have his ult up, so can't all in. They are getting tower plates through the top side.
Problem is, all of Fat Raccoons' gold is going on to the Sejuani, and that's not going to win them the game. Like, it's going to come to a point where the Jinx and the Cassio are just going to DPS onto the Sej and melt
I'm
her down.
pretty sure they know Sedge is on this blue. They are going to look to collapse. Maybe he's just giving another leash, who knows? And another leash.
It seems like Wayne's jungling for the enemy team,
Yeah.
leashing blue off twice.
They are looking to follow this up. Irelia doesn't have flash. He flashes, he ults, and that's a dead Irelia. All
Yep,
because Wayne loves to leash the enemy. But Yoichi is
Oh,
here, he flashes
Yoichi
in!
up.
Because the
Actually,
operator
I don't
is
think-
locked up, Zac is going to live. Nasus.
Barely live, unfortunate. That's another kill onto the
Oh.
Sejuani as well.
The heal
Who's,
forced out from the Jinx, also traded with Ignite of Olympia.
Yeah, the gold just isn't going where it needs to go for Fat Raccoons.
I mean,
Which
they
is really
do
bad for them.
they do have the gold lead, which obviously is...
They have the gold lead, but it's going on to Sejuani. It's not where it needs to go. It needs to go into the Snowball Champions.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, Wayne is the... He's a good player and all, but...
It feels like they're running on like a time bomb against the Jinx Cassio.
600 bounty, sitting on the Sejuani of Wayne M. The Tiamat has been finished for Irelia. He has got Sheen working on his way to his Triforce. Just beating Q, just farming. They do have complete vision control of the top side. They do have a deep
Yeah,
blue.
they could have liked to use their stronger top laner, since Irelia is massively ahead of the Nasus, to go for an early Herald and try and snowball the top side. Because I think at this point, Fat Raccoon's option is to snowball the Irelia, since she's already got a massive lead, and use the Irelia to delete the Jinx in teamfights. At least for the mid-game teamfights.
Bot lane of Fat Raccoons isn't doing completely terrible. They are keeping up with farm. There is only
but
a 400
Lucian
gold
keeping
lead.
up with farm is basically a Lucian losing.
Yeah, because his early game is his best.
He is going to get outscaled, he wants to bully the lane, and he's not managing to. I really looking for another all-in on
There is no one here. This is just a 1v1. His ultimate comes out, but I'm pretty sure he just dies. Irelia is just Irelia.
Yep. Nasus is just hard hitting.
Paka doesn't really have the experience to be able to back up.
No.
He needs to stick to Apex Legends, I guess.
Yeah. I did ban out the Malphite. His pocket pick, it seems. But yeah, this Irelia has a massive lead at this point. I think that's the shiny hope for Fat Raccoons at this point, is the Irelia.
Oh, Zac's inting? He just altered nothing?
Right.
Is he like... okay.
Well, big gold on Irelia.
That's how it does fall by far. The gold lead does increase to around 3k. Oh, He tried to null for a cleanse. I don't think he really needed to cleanse there.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that was diveable. With the Syndra Iron Ignite, I could be wrong though. If Syndra got in range, could have bursted them.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think Fat Raccoons fans at this point are actually just praying for Paykicks to carry.
The one and only. Everyone's a Fat Raccoons fan.
Yep.
They are engaging at the mid lane. He connects the Q, but he has nothing to pull him back with. Yoichi's like, I'll 1v2, let's go.
Just Syndra negating the ganks. Is that ganks? Easily.
I really want to see some Silas. He's just
Paykicks roaming
he's
from
dead.
the top lane.
He's not dead. What's happening? The gas!
Yep, they trade 1 for 1.
And Zach's just hitting crabs.
Yeah, crab hunting.
Connecting all the Lucian. The flash forward. The Jinx has to force the flash away, even though she has the black shield on her. Irelia dashes through. She has no last Q to connect, but the Tiamat, she falls. The Ignite comes through the hourglass, whatever you call that thing. But the Irelia,
Yeah.
EQ.
Big roam coming from Paykicks. Really, taking his mid-game advantage. You're already Triforce completed.
And he's
Sitting
dead.
behind line. Oh, okay. I take it back.
Oh, Demo, you're not AP mage.
Okay. So they got a lead then threw it again instantly. Well, wait, no, they're heading gold. So,
Yep.
I mean,
They're
they can't
so
heading
fucking
gold. They
lead.
don't get any objectives out of it. Could have been a lot smoother. Could have got the tower, but
Wayne's making sure he doesn't throw completely. He's like, yeah, I'm not a part of that.
scrapping out the heralds.
Yeah, imagine if Pioneers had ult there instead of wasting it a bit before on nothing.
Yeah, if you had ult there, that could have been big.
You return to just a farming simulator. Zach gets the red buff, so Joanny gets her red buff. He does have the Rift Herald. I don't remember when he got that, but he got it. That is an opening. How many stacks does Nasus have? Nasus has what? 186. It says 18. Yes. Wait, no. Is that 186?
Nice spectator client.
Yeah, I don't think we can see. It just says bonus damage.
Yeah, it actually just says 19. Current bonus damage 182, and I'm pretty sure it's 1 per stack, so that is the stacks.
Oh, so he only has 180 stacks. 15 minutes. That's pretty bad, right?
Mm.
It used to be expected before to get like 300 at 20 minutes. Maybe
Yeah,
400.
yeah. That's before buffs.
Oh yeah, he has 90 farm.
Yep, Falcon's making his play mid lane, catching
Yep.
out James again, using the heralds.
That turret's gone. There's nothing they can do.
Controlling the map through taking their...
IMG are trying to rotate over,
Yeah,
but
they're
they just
rotating
can't.
too
They
slow.
can't even walk into their own lane. Pioneers tries to go in, but I'm pretty sure he just dies. Is that cold? No, they do catch off the Syndra somehow. Centrally flashes in. Brombolt to follow up. Wayne is just hunting down the Jinx, trying to solo kill her. Does get the Jinx. He's going for the Morgana. This is a Sejuani carry.
Yep, turns out he is actually playing an assassin when he picks this champ.
Oh my god. They blast going backwards. But he does fall, I'm guessing. That's a 600 bounty over to Cassiopeia.
Irelia, not enough time to move into the fight. Could have been really big and aced them actually there if Irelia
Did
had
have
moved.
teleport up?
No, he was in bot lane, he just didn't move fast enough.
Oh. I mean, he can get that bot tower if he goes.
Yeah, he just didn't.
But there still is a gold lead, even though it's 10 to 10. The farm across the board is pretty even in the bot lane, but the mid lane has the lead instead of the top. Jungler doesn't really matter because the gold difference from kills. Sejuani is pretty green. Nasus chasing up the Irelia. Irelia has everything up. He could... I don't know, I'm pretty sure he could win this, but he misses the stun, so I'm pretty sure he just dies. He gets DK'd.
Yep, he is actually just getting chased down.
And he's dead. No Triforce for Nasus. Where's the Triforce?
Yeah, Iceborne Nasus, guessing electing for the cheaper armor option since he did get a bit railed in lane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't
still
really
look
have
for
the
the cheap-
stacks to
yeah,
back up the damage.
Low economy builds, yeah. Needs to just sort of be a wall for his team, which Nass isn't really meant to do, but
Oh, Morgana's on 1 HP and the Jinx comes out.
Yep.
Taking the kill. They are going up to the
yeah.
Braum.
And this,
Does hop over the wall.
yeah, these scrappy team fights and kills are just accelerating the hyper carry Jinx more and more.
If the gold
It's
lead
gonna-
is slowly closing, it's 3k.
As it closes in, it's just going to be harder and harder for Fat Raccoons against the Jinx.
Yeah, the scrappy skirmishes is lane. They did get a Windrake to trade.
I feel like with the Lucian, with the Syndra that could have been really ahead, the Fat Raccoons wanted to be in a much more advantageous position.
Wayne is AFK.
Yeah, he's. I think he DC'd as well.
Really wants this ward.
Happy feet. No, not.
And Zach is 3-0-5 somehow. Caught up with the Sedge. Only like a 20 gold difference. But in the top lane, there's like a 3k gold difference almost between Nasus and Aurelia.
Massive.
She does have a
Aurelia
Triforce.
really needs to start. Yep, she really needs to start being in these skirmishes. Otherwise, Fat Raccoons are just going to bleed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the strongest member of Fat Raccoons right now is the Aurelia. They need to start either making plays around the Aurelia split pushing or getting Aurelia into a team fight position.
Oh, they do trip out the flash. I'm pretty sure they could have probably killed him, but Wayne decided to
Yeah.
queue towards his own Nexus.
Yeah. Just clicked on the map instead of Nasus Baxter or something.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh.
Black Shield is forced out. After this goes, they could probably force an
That's
engage.
actually big. Yep.
That's big.
Black
Jinx
Shield
just
down. Flash
dies.
onto next.
Oh, they want to give it to the Lucian. Oh, the Sejuani ult goes wide, but Aurelia is here. But who am I going to get sent to this? He's not going to CC here. Good luck. Nice try moving.
Black Shield came up just in time to save her, but not Noah.
Nasus ult pop just to get away. He just put low. Zac does come in, gets two of them, gets the 3-man ult, takes them all into the tower. Oh my god, they're all inting.
What the fuck? Alright, so they're winning the team fight and literally they actually just run into the enemy turret against Zac. Like, Zac's
But
in the
Dima's happy.
jungle, waiting for one of these big engages, and they just don't respect it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they even had a ward on him as well. There's like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew he was down there.
they just, I
Just
don't know.
not respecting the versatility of the Zac engages.
This is an interesting call. Can they do this? They tried doing this versus IGNI, but they don't have the Kai'Sa this time.
No, they have the Jinx.
The Jinx is here. It's not falling as fast. The jungler is back up.
Jinx with the stacked up.
They do know there is a pink ward in the back of the pit. It's almost down to 50%. Sedge is running. The Sedge is here. Almost. Ah, it's gone. The
Yep.
Baron does go onto the side of AMG. They are looking to force a fight afterwards.
Trying to get as many of the Barons out as they can.
The Jinx is split up on the side. They are going for the Jinx.
Yep,
They're chasing
they are.
this.
They're wrapping around.
They should keep going.
Oh,
Oh, take up the Zac. Oh no. They just get away for free. The Sedge does come through. They're forced to cleanse out the Cassiopeia.
yeah. You hate to see it for Fat Raccoons. They get the Baron and they get out all 5 of them.
All because they made a small misplay in the mid. Trying to tower dive for no reason at all.
Tragedy drugs.
They still have the gold lead, but they do
Just
now have
barely.
the Baron.
Not
I'm
what
pretty
they
sure
wanted to
that's
see.
because they have 4 towers to none.
Also, Aurelia has elected to go Titanic Hydra Rush instead of Sterex Cage.
Titanic.
Yeah, her
Sterex
team
is
fight
really good
usefulness.
right now, yeah.
she needs the Sterex to team fight. And Titanic Hydra, better for split pushing maybe, but I don't think she wants to split push in this game. So I think the game is just slipping from Fat Raccoons at this point.
Yeah.
Jinx, 2 items, starting on her 3rd. Got the Baron, start pushing down towers. If they keep disrespecting Zac engages, the game's just going to slip away.
Yep, they have nothing to reply.
The Syndra needs to start denying these engages.
They usually to play for a pick or something. Noah is very easy to pick off. He isn't really ahead. It's more of the Cass that's the problem, and the Zac. Cass and Zac. If they can keep vision and track Zach, then everything's fine. But they need to do that, and that's apparently not easy.
And it might just be too late for them to do it.
And Nasus is just gonna be able to use the fact that he just scales and can just split push now.
Yep.
With the Baron buff.
He is at that point where he's an even level with Irelia now. He's getting some items. It will get harder and harder to respond to him.
Mid tower is going to fall.
Yep.
The Zach
Just
does have his
Jinx
Knight's
just
Vow
getting
on
it.
Jinx. Yep. He had the Knight's Vow on Jinx. He does block out the
He has
black
shield.
shield.
He's ready to just step up.
His ult, that's a
Just
dead
the
Braum.
life
Oh, he's blocked by the Sedge.
See, getting these items and just a few auto attacks can put someone in kill range.
Irelia behind him was attempting to make a flank. He's forced to flash away. Apparently, and that's another flash. They're just really trying to make a flank onto AMG, but they just can't make it happen. The Sedge flashes forward, they're sort of stunned up. They're supposed to heal. Jinx is dropped low, but Fat Raccoons are just dying. The 5-man Irelia roll. Nasus is just farming house, and that is Fat Raccoons dead. That is a inhibitor.
Raccoons get clumped up.
There's
get
one
CC'd.
minion right there.
The Jinx rockets just fall down on top of them. They have 20 seconds. They could end the game with this Jinx.
Yep, it's an inhibit minion. I'm pretty sure they'll just back off. They just want to play it safe.
Safe play, not wanting to throw the game. Smart move.
And that's it, the
Just
gold
take-
leads now all AMG.
Yep.
Everything Fat Raccoons had is lost. They threw the
Looking
lead.
down for Fat Raccoons.
I'm not sure how they win this now. Like you said, their early game's over and it's...
Yep, the Fat Raccoons' advantage has slipped entirely, and no on this Jinx is in hyper carry mode.
There's just no respect for the Zac at all. He
Yep.
just keeps getting these big ults and
Yep, it's
nothing they can do about it.
hard for Fat Raccoons at this point. At this point in the game, they might just have to use their strong single target CC to maybe make a pick. Maybe try and get a pick on the side lane, make it 4v5 for 30 seconds, just try and slowly...
See right there,
Kill back.
he needs to kill him. He just
Yeah.
needs to get him instantly. There's no question about it. Missing that stun is crucial. But now this tower just falls. And yet again, the Zac just comes behind and there's no respect and Irelia falls. Like, they have no vision in their jungle. The
Yeah.
Zac is able to just
It's-
leap.
A decisive play needs to come out from Fat Raccoons at this point. Otherwise it just slips away like this.
If the bottom tower is gonna fall, Nasus is pushing top. Syndra can't leave him alone, otherwise he'll just take a tower. But Syndra's like the main damage dealer as well. I haven't seen Lucian do a whole lot. He's just been farming. He's had been 1 and 2 for a while now. And this Inhib's just gonna fall, and then they're gonna rotate top and take that one, and that's it. Inhibs are gone. It's on full match for the next Baron.
No one there to stop Nasus. Syndra has to come down to protect this and doesn't have TP.
Yeah, I'm gonna take edge onto the Zac. The black shield does come out. The top turret does fall as well.
Yep, Nasus will continue.
And
Irelia
they just
not
keep
moving
pushing.
straight
They
top lane.
really need to force a fight.
Yep. Falcons need to force this 45
Nasus-
while they can.
Clear the mid. The mid wave is too far, and just engage now. You have no other choice. If you just wait, then you're just it's just a ticking time bomb, and Irelia gets picked off, and she almost dead. And that's it. They're dropped low. They're forced to fall back. Nasus gets a top tower. They get the bottom.
Just massive long range harass coming from Jinx, Morgana.
Yep, Syndra is literally their only poke. Lucian.
Yep. They
That's
can't
it.
really step up to these sieges.
The top tower is gone.
They really need to force a really strong 5v5 with the Irelia on stage
Nasus
1
now has 500 stacks. He caught up pretty fast.
Just, his team get that little lead and he just has so much time to breathe and get his stacks up.
They just didn't respect the Zac at all.
Oh. Zac does fuck up his ultimate.
It doesn't matter. The top
Yeah,
inhibitor
it goes-
does fall. Nasus is too strong.
Yep.
They're brawling out. They're committed, and they both just back off.
Out of mana. Just Nasus too low in mana at the start of the fight.
Yeah.
Would have clubbed Irelia's head in if he had the mana, but
And that's it. Baron's up. All 3 inhibs are down. There's no way
Three inhibs up,
Raccoons can
it's-
contest this.
yeah. 3 inhibs. If this Baron goes, then the game is just pretty much sealed.
Yeah, the Baron minions just do all the work.
Yep.
Wayne getting picked off.
Everyone on AMG low on HP, low on resources. I think they do want to just reset, prepare the Baron Vision, play it out slowly, not give them a chance to throw against Fat Raccoons.
Yeah, they need to allow the lanes to push.
They have shutdowns on 3 people. If Fat Raccoons get a Miracle Team fight, then there is a small chance.
Clear the vision, let the double minion waves push.
Slow and methodical. Safe way to win.
Yeah.
Correct play.
Fat Raccoons, at one point Fat Raccoons had 4-0 towers, now it's 9-4 towers.
Yep.
Well, Fat Raccoons have got none, they got 9. And this Baron just drops. Sedge has to do some miraculous steal. Like, they can't even fight this. If they fight this, the minions just push. Like, their base is just...
Top mid are
Nace,
pushing it.
like, Nasus just TP and DKing right now in the base. That's what I'd do.
It's just
But,
falling
you know,
apart.
team player, Nasus, Stacks, they're all dead. That's it, that's
They
game.
need the Baron. They just turn on the fight and they win. It seems.
Outscaled. That's it, the Zakhol brings back the Lucian.
Aurelia's usefulness just falling off drastically.
DMO doesn't end positive, it's a bad day. Yoichi's out of the server.
Yeah, she has left the game. Unlucky.
That's a quadra somehow. Not a
Didn't
penta.
even notice that. Yep, didn't even notice the quadra kill.
Not a penta. Not as good as IGNI.
Just no one, the Jinx just scaling and gunning them down.
Yeah, they threw the lead.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, big Zac plays from Pioneers
Yep.
that game. Despite Fat Raccoons disrespecting it, you can't say that he didn't play.
You'd say he's like
Very
lack
well.
of like early game when he actually just got that E leveled up and was just able to just jump in for free.
Yep, he just got
And
massive.
Yeah,
massive
they just
advantages.
didn't respect it at all. Like, it's
Yep.
the
When
damage.
AMG were giving up advantages to Fat Raccoons, Pioneers on Zac was there to clean it up, get the re-engages, just tidy up the game, get his team through that rough early game. Or messy early game, rather. It wasn't too rough. I don't know for top lane.
If you look at the damage graph as well, there isn't a whole lot going. Cassiopeia topping off the boards.
Yep.
They just fell off. There's not a whole lot they can do.
Yep.
Aquamarine win.
You hate to see it.
Who's the MVP?
MVP, I'd give it to Pioneers.
Oh yeah, easily
Yeah.
Pioneers.
Aided his team through the messy early game. Well, it wasn't necessarily bad, it was messy, so... and he was there to always scrape their advantages back with his re-engages. And then eventually it just got to a point where the hyper carries could hit whatever's in front of them and win the game.
Yep, and that's it. Game 3 for EQ League Week 7. 29-minute game. AMG victory. That is it. Thank you all for watching. It's been
We
a
need to
pleasure.
raid.
This person wants to raid someone. We're probably not
Hello.
going to. We don't like raiding.
Raid. Let's go.
Who are we raiding?
Let's.
I'm not logged into the EQ Twitch.
Oh, that's a you problem.
Raid someone then.
Um.
Alright, we're done. She's raiding. Goodbye.